Hello, 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 hello. Let's try and adjust these things and do streamer things because I'm a streamer now, as opposed to what I was before, which was a fraud and a liar. There, I plugged in my microphone like an actual person who plugs in their microphone. We're playing the cat person dating sim. No one can stop me, not even God. I live like this. So I haven't touched this game since like 2017. So we're gonna be starting a new game. I've romanced most of the people in this game except for I think three. I can't remember what most of the characters were like. I do know I immediately went for Hayes because he was blonde and a soft little sweet boy. So, the music kind of goes right now. Let me check. I'm gonna check some things first because I'm a person who actually checks, like, yep, I do have enough storage on my computer to play this an obnoxious amount. Okay. Let's try. Can I try and fix that? I don't think I can fix that tiny little black bar at the top. You're just gonna have to live with that, just like I live with so much every day. Let me move this slightly. And we're gonna start a new game. And yeah, so I haven't touched this since like 2017. I don't remember most of it. Yeah. Oh look, this is sick. You can choose whichever pronouns you want. I think at one point I started playing with like she, her, and then I switched it to they, them, they, them, as you do. But we're gonna have he, him, and we're gonna pick a guy. Let's just go with this one. There we are. Create your profile on Craigslist. This is Avery. Use he, him. Address pending. Degree, yeah. Skills, rest management, nutrition consumption, meme curation, 12 words per minute. This is me. Let's go. I think I fell asleep on the couch again. Little lasers of sunlight are zapping right onto my face from the middle of the curtains. I think they've been specifically aimed to burn out my eyes. What is it, like noon? Jeez. Not my fault. This couch pulls you in like you're drowning in bread dough. My spine pops in loud protest as I swim free from my bread dough cushion trap. Let's see, I'm gonna turn down the music just another little tad. But let's go. As you can see, he's a mess. You love to see it. I'm totally not also, playing with things on my phone. I'm gonna have to apologize to Aunt Wendy. I'm probably leaving a dent in the shape of my ass in the cushions. I'll probably have to apologize for a couple of things, actually. Okay, I know this looks bad, but it's almost not even my fault. Okay, let me do that. Oh, look at this mess. Okay, I can't help that clutter is naturally drawn into my gravitational pull. Honestly, it makes me feel a little more comfortable, you know? Like I really live here instead of just like I'm couch surfing at my aunt's. Or like I'm living in our furniture catalog. Not that I'm ungrateful. Aunt Wendy is awesome to let me use her apartment while she's away. She helped talk Mom and Dad into letting me come all the way out to the city, too. She's pretty cool. I hear rustling behind me like fingernails on cardboard. Makes me pause for a second, but I jump up as I realize what it is. Hey, Mochi, knock it off. Mochi, the living trash bag disguised as a cat, stares up indignantly from inside the pizza box. He's trying to scrape up some dry cheese off the bottom again. His little mushed up face is probably trying to stare me down, but it's kind of hard to tell where he's looking with those crossed eyes. Mochi? Meow. I clap my hands a few times to break the stalemate. He jumps at the sound, then waddles back to the bedroom in defeat. I guess since I'm up too, I might as well get to whatever I'm going to do today. I shuffle to the curtains and throw them open. My laptop is still sitting up on open on the coffee table. Oh yeah, job searching, I guess. That's what I was gonna do. I plop back down on the couch, already sinking back into the cushions, and take a look. Geez, there's so many tabs here. Which one did I leave Greg's list open in again? Not that one. This one? Or this one? Maybe this one? No, that's just another cat video. I was up all night watching Jelly Donut, the cat who balances donuts on her head. I have no idea how you get a cat to do something like that. Guess that's why Mochi and I aren't internet famous. I find the tab and start scrolling through the listings again. It's not like anything new has gone up since yesterday, I bet. Sidewalk cleaner intern, college credit only. Internet comments section proofreader. Fundraising street team intern, unpaid. Yeah, it's been like this all month. Can you really blame me for giving up and watching cat videos? I know this kind of thing is supposed to take time, but try telling that to Mom, Dad, or my savings. Any of those could send me back home at any time. And I really have to get this done before Aunt Wendy comes back. Just thinking about writing another cover letter is making my will to exist erode away. I'm gonna go for a walk. When I got here, I expected to be buried in noise from the city's traffic and crowds, but it's actually pretty quiet. The apartment is on a side street, far from the main street bustle. From here, the noises of the city are just a distant hum. It's comforting, like the buzz of an old tube TV. I'd have to walk like 20 minutes to get to the train from here, but I rarely leave the neighborhood, so it doesn't really matter. Still, living a small town life in the city, I guess. Whatever. I get plenty of adventure in this neighborhood. I can just set out in any direction and find something new, even if I've been down that way before. Sure, I get lost a lot too, but that's half the fun, right? I turn a corner at the end of the block and head up a tiny side street I hadn't tried yet. Neatly arranged trash cans line the side of the road. I think I'm behind some stores right now. I'm expecting a dead end, but the road suddenly curves to the right. Looks too narrow for cars, but the faded white lines marking the middle seem to claim some brave drivers could try their luck. I decide to follow the sharp bend in the road. After I pass a tall partition, I'm surprised by what I see. I'm drinking some water, just a sec. Ate some of my favorite chips earlier, so they're slightly spicy, so like, my mouth is still recovering, my body, my soul, still recovering. A squat 3-story building, painted so ostentatiously bright it'd be impossible to miss, sits in front of me. A cat's paw? Is this a pet store or something? Maybe I can get a dumb toy for dumb Mochi. As I walk closer to the front doors of the building, I don't see the aisles of pet food I expected from the broad store windows. Instead, it looks like there are couches and tables in neatly arranged rows. Oh, so this is one of those pretentious restaurants with a pithy nonsense name, huh? I can feel my interest deflate and sink into my stomach. Just as I'm about to turn and continue walking, I notice a sign in the window that declares, "Now hiring, inquire within." I'm hardly dressed for a job inquiry, but I might as well give it a shot, right? I look to my right as I walk up to the door and see a little orange and white cat lying belly up, sunning itself against the window. Doesn't seem terribly sanitary to have a cat in a restaurant, but whatever. I like cats. Bells tinkle delicately as I tug on the handle. The heavy door creaks open. The place is so classy it feels fake. Looks like a game board exploded in here. Isn't that what the palace was like in Wonderland? Like, with the cards and stuff? Is the purple cat gonna start talking to me? Though none of them are purple, boy are there a lot of cats. I think I can count at least 8 right off the bat. They're all over the place, romping around the floor, sleeping on some of the built-in structures on the walls. Barely had time to take it all in when I hear a voice call out to me. "Welcome! Sit wherever you'd like." I shuffle in place for a moment, at first unsure of where the voice came from, then of whether I want to sit or if I want to keep this strictly business. Actually, I start at the source of the voice looms into view. He appears suddenly from the second-story landing and covers the length of the floor at a few long strides. "You look confused. Is this your first time here? Would you like me to explain a bit about how the cafe works?" "I'll be happy to give you a tour." His eyes are gentle. He's one of those people who smiles with his entire body. It's positively infectious. Oh, look at him. We should be all business, huh? Actually, I'm here about the job. Oh. His pause is brief, but it worries me a little. Is it really that surprising that someone would come in and ask about a job? Did I do it wrong? Oh, great, we don't get a lot of responses. I think it's because Mr. Graves only puts the sign up in the window. He doesn't want to advertise anywhere. Good thing I came in then, huh? You're right. His smile is broad, but his eyes creep to the back of the cafe like he's looking for an escape. Okay, you can take a seat. I'll go get the owner. He'll be able to tell you a little more about what he's looking for. You got it. Oh, and what's your name? Avery. Avery! Cool. I'm Landry. Nice to meet you. Okay, I'll be right back. He bounds up the stairs and disappears. Oh, look at them. Look at them. Them, 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 them. All of them. There's so many cats. Them. I begin to sit at the little cafe table, but freeze halfway as I hear a faint exclamation of dismay. It's followed by a thundering footstep, then by Landry's return. Avery, I'm so sorry. What? I didn't offer you any coffee. Would you like some? Oh, don't scare me like that. Sure. You got it. He vanishes into the back again and reappears, carefully balancing a stout white mug atop a black saucer in one hand and a tiny creamer in the other. Gently, he sets the mug and creamer before me. I forgot to ask how you take your coffee, so I brought you some milk. There's sugar on the table if you'd like it. Oh, thank you. Okay, I'll check with Graves this time. I mean it. Landry bounds to the back room and is again out of sight. A Siamese cat timidly peers at him as he goes, and then directly at me with a wide-eyed, worried look. Ooh. I give it an awkward smile and nod before I realize I'm treating a cat like a stranger in an elevator. This game is good. As you can tell, this game is good. I dump most of the milk and 3 sugar packets into my coffee before I can get it to the consistency I like. I pour what should be a little splash of extra milk, but half the creamer's worth spills in. It almost overflows. Oh, this poor cat is watching this happen. This cat's looking at me like it's offended by what I just did. What? Like the cat knows anything about coffee. When Landry finally returns, he is not alone. This is Graves, the owner of the cafe. Graves, this is Avery. He looks like he should own a bookstore that insists it sells tomes, not books. Or maybe like he sells crystals that balance your chakras. Or maybe this is what the owner of cat cafes look like? I've never seen. Ah! His eyes. They're 2 different colors. I can't focus on both of them at the same time. Which one am I supposed to look at? My attention is sucked into his icy blue eye. Is he wearing a contact to complete his dark Renaissance look? I think it was his eye. Yes, it was this. Eh? He had the eye of a vulture, a pale blue eye with a film over it. Whenever it fell upon me, my blood ran cold, and so by degrees, very gradually, I made up my mind to take the life of the old man and thus rid myself of the eye forever. Excuse me? Telltale heart, you were looking at my eye. Kids, didn't you read that in high school? Well, yeah, but... Iridis heterochromia. It's more common in cats than humans. What a weirdo. I'm not sure I want to work for a guy like this. He's such a theater kid. Fuck. I forgot how fucking dramatic he is. Graves is, like, you can choose to romance... Since it's a dating sim, you can choose to romance basically, like, I think there are 5 or 6. And then Graves is one you have to unlock by romancing everyone else, which I never got to. I didn't get to romancing 2 of the characters. One of which I didn't romance because I had watched my sibling play and get partway through it. So it felt like I had already seen it, kind of, so I didn't want to do it. But now I don't remember any of it, so we're gonna do that route, Finley. Maybe one day we'll do Mason's route, and then we can do Graves. I don't know. Not sure I want to work for a theater kid like this. Oh, cool, I didn't know that. I might as well humor him a bit. If this guy's gonna sign my paychecks, he can rattle off as many weird cat facts as he wants. Graves, would you mind telling Avery a bit about this place? It'd be good if you talk about what we do here. Graves looks like the notion is causing him physical pain. I'm not too keen on this idea either, Chief. God, Graves is a fucking mess. You didn't do that already? Don't you think it sounds better coming from the owner? You're going to be doing the interview anyway. Good point, Landry. The cafe would collapse into rubble without you to keep me on track. Haha. Alright, Avery, I didn't prepare a speech, so you'll have to forgive me. I'm a bit surprised to hear that, but I guess there aren't any Poe stories that he can quote for this situation. I like to take care of strays. I like coffee, I like good desserts, I like a beautiful room. I wanted a place where I could have all of those at once. That's how a cat's paw was born. The cats here are from the neighborhood. Usually they want to come here, so I don't have to convince them to come in. Forever home. Pithy. Hate the term. But the cats who want to be adopted are listed on the wall over there. I'm a good matchmaker for people and cats. I can tell who's a good fit for the cat's personality. If they meet my standards, they've got a new family member. It's good you help them find homes like that. Well, if I had the room, I'd just keep them all. He totally means that, doesn't he? Cool. I get to be interviewed by a cat hoarder. I don't know, it's probably better that way, right? Who knows? Follow me, we'll talk on the second floor. Before he finishes the sentence, he's already 3 steps up the stairs to the balcony. So much for introduction to the cafe, I guess. I shake my head a little and follow him. After all, I really need the job. The art, oh my gosh. Look at a little, oh my gosh, the little baked goods. I love it. We make our way up to the second floor balcony, which, except for us, is only occupied by those amazing looking cakes in the display case. I wonder if I can get a slice on my way out? Graves leans over the balcony of the cafe and raises his voice to the people below. Or to the cats, I guess, since cats are the only thing I can see from here. Hayes, will you get us some coffee? Is that the chef? I've never seen anybody here besides him and Landry. Oh, I already had a cup. Is that going to stop you from another? You can't have enough coffee, especially when Hayes is the one making it. I don't think I met Hayes. You may have. You might not know yet. Graves folds himself into a slender chair at the corner table. He pushes the opposite chair away with his foot, nudging it just enough to turn it towards me. Come on, sit down. Let's talk. You don't have to be so stiff. Interviews are boring. Make it interesting for both of us. No pressure, huh? Graves sits with this sort of grim pomp, as if he's sitting in a skull throne and a raven's going to land on his shoulder at any time. Maybe it's more like he's about to roll a die with a lot of sides. He's a fucking dork. He's a dork. He's the biggest fucking dork. He owns a fucking cat cafe and dresses like that. Though I would dress like that if I were given the opportunity and could find that in my size. I definitely would. I love this. Took another sip of water. I bet he's a nerd. I take the seat across from him. Just so you're aware, we aren't starting without coffee. Okay. You can talk, of course. I meant the interview. Okay. Out of the corner of my eyes, I notice a tiny slip of a blonde man standing at the balcony entrance. Ugh. Oh, it's him! Oh, it's him. Hayes. I missed him. It's been years, my boy. I jump a little. When did he get here? I didn't hear anybody coming up the stairs at all. Is this guy a ghost? Graves looks like the type to hire ghosts. He looks terrified by my shout. I guess I scared him more than he scared me. Gingerly, he sets 2 mugs in front of Graves. Thank you, Hayes, but you should give Avery the other mug. He sounds like he's reminding a child to say thank you. Of course. Hayes glances up at me. Our eyes meet for a millisecond before he suddenly finds something very important to focus on downstairs. He pushes the cup towards me without looking back up. Thank you. Graves' ring clacks against the porcelain of the cup as he takes a drink. Perfect, as always. I don't know what I did without your coffee. It's nothing special, really. He talks like it's the first time he's spoken today, quiet and a little hoarse. If that's all, I'll go back to the cats. That's fine. Hayes slips back down the stairs just as quietly as he arrived. The kid would make a great ninja. I look down at the coffee and a sleepy cat face stares up at me from the foam! Look at him! Oh, it's a little guy. I've only ever seen latte art on the internet before. Did Hayes really do this? I take a sip. It's not bad if you like coffee, I guess, but it could really use some sugar. There are packets on the table, but I can't bring myself to ruin the foam cat. Now we can get going. Let's interview. I'll even start you off easy. What's your favorite breed of cat? Scottish Fold, Siamese, Maine Coon, those cats with the stumpy little tails. I don't know, tabby, cats that look like they're wearing tuxedos, or my cat. Cats that look like they're wearing tuxedos. Do you know any other languages? How about ciphers? No, I speak the language of dance. I think that's in Japanese. I think that specific one, I don't know. No. What marine animal would you say best represents you? Dolphin, orca, shark, penguin, butterfly. Gonna have to go for shark. What genre of music would you use to describe your work ethic? Classically hardworking? Children's sing-along? Chiptunes? Punk. Punk. I'm not dead, just resting. On a scale from 1 to 10, rate me as an interviewer. 1, 10, or 7 to 5? I'm gonna be 7 to 5 here. King, you just gave me a fucking BuzzFeed quiz. Draculas or teenaged wolves? Teenaged wolves. Just kidding with that last one. Interesting. Good. I like interesting people. He leans forward, appraising me with this terrible smirk on his face. He's like the cat who ate the canary. Maybe I don't want to be interesting by his standards, but it feels kind of flattering nonetheless. Thank you? You can start tomorrow. Huh? Wow. Great, thank you. Don't run off yet, I have paperwork for you. Oh, yeah, of course. Graves pushes away from the table, coffee cup in hand. He nabs my saucer even though I'm not quite finished, and slinks down the stairs. He returns as if he never left, trading the empty coffee cups for a small stack of papers and a pen. He places them in front of me. So what will my job be? We'll see. Did he hire me with no position in mind? Is this how this guy usually works? I feel like I'm in a daze, too much information and too much coffee. I take the papers and skim them, signing pretty much anywhere I see an X and a line. What's it all for, and why is there so much? Probably taxes and stuff, I don't know. And who cares, I've got a job. I push the papers back towards Graves, and he eagerly scoops them off the table. Perfect. We open at 11. Be here at 8. We'll have you help with the morning prep. My displeasure must be pretty apparent because his mouth cracks into another smirk. You can work a later shift after training. You won't have to deal with those cursed mornings for too long. Okay, that's fine. Now go. I have a lot of work to do before tomorrow. You need to get to work fixing that sleep schedule of yours. Okay. Seems lost in his own world now, poring over the paperwork I just filled out. I guess there's all sorts of tax stuff you have to deal with? Hiring people? Why would he do it so casually? Well, whatever, it's not my problem. I head down the stairs. Landry's back. Landry, not laundry. Landry's back. He looks uncomfortable waiting at the foot of the balcony, but perks up when he sees me. So, I'll see you tomorrow, coworker. Oh, congratulations. You can meet everyone else tomorrow morning. I will make sure they're all ready for a meeting when you get in. How many people work here? Well, there's me, Graves, of course. You met Hayes, Finley, Mason, Reese. That's it. Shouldn't take too long to get to know them. Okay, great. I'll see you all tomorrow then? Great. See you. Wahoo! I'm gonna live it up a little. Gonna paint this town red. I finally have a job. Yeah! Let's go! Let's fucking go! Them. All of them. It's them. Hell yeah. Finley. Landry. Reese. We love Reese. Oh, Mason. I never finished her route. Hayes. Hayes, my boy. Graves. Avery Gray. We love them. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Let's fucking go. I got lost and didn't end up painting anything, but it's a nice walk. Here. As I head home, I get this distinct feeling of being followed. I don't really know if that was a thing that actually happens, but it's hard not to notice when you see some movement out of the corner of your eye. I turn around. A sleek black cat stands in the middle of the road. It sits down when we make eye contact and thumps its tail testily against the pavement. It's got different colored eyes. I guess heterochromia really is pretty common in cats, huh? It's got heterophobia in its eyes. Should I, try to bring it to the cafe? They take care of strays there, after all. I should try. I crouch down as slowly as I can and reach my hand toward the cat, beckoning to it. It doesn't move. I make those little smoochy noises that seem to work on some cats. This one doesn't seem terribly impressed. It pins its ears back and looks away, still for a moment, before standing up and slinking into an alley. I guess I should leave this to the professionals. It's time to celebrate. I'm gonna wreck this pizza I grabbed from Pizza Lloyd's on the way home. Picked up a can of wet cat food for Mochi from the corner store, too. Figure we both deserve a celebration. Mochi, get your fat lump out here. I have good news. No answer or indication he's even in the same room. You know, he never even asks how my day was. I know how to do this. I walk over to the food bowl and crack the lid of the wet food. In a flash, he's at my feet, tail shaking like a rotor behind him. Come here, you big moron. I give him a little scratch behind the ears before I dump half the can into his bowl, and the feeding frenzy begins. He acts like I never feed him. Whatever, I'm about to do the same to this pizza. After a quick jaunt to free myself from the shackles of non-pajama clothing, I flop back down on the couch, dinner in hand, laptop in my face. Oh. Looks like there's a new Jelly Donut video. It's a video of her sleeping in a donut box. I love that dumb internet cat. She's always doing something ridiculous. I wonder how her owner gets her to do those tricks. That flooring seems familiar. Where are these filmed? I spend the rest of the evening picking through the video archives. I can feel myself sinking into the bread dough couch cushions. Oh. Meow. It's so early. What's his problem? Meow. I bet he just wants the other half of that wet food. That's why I don't get it for him that often. I excavate myself in the couch and do what I can to mitigate the bedhead situation I have going on. Time is it anyway? I grab my phone to check. 7:40? Aw, hell. Gonna be late for my first day of work. Oh, your room's a fucking mess, King. What the fuck's wrong with you? This man's got depression. I take the world's fastest shower, but there's no time to dry my hair. I'll have to hope I run fast enough that the wind resistance will do the job for me. It won't. No time to sort through my duffel. I'll have to throw on whatever looks cleanest. It's not like Graves said anything about a dress code, so whatever. There we go. The fit, the fit, the fit. Oh, we love the fit. Mochi trails me closely, howling more and more insistently along the way. It's like he doesn't care about my punctuality at all. No time to mix the wet food the way he likes it. I dump a scoop of kibble into the bowl on my way out the door. I haven't seen a cat so offended since the one that watched me mess up coffee. They can both deal with it. Can't believe I'm almost late to my first day of work, and my first job even. What a great first impression to leave. Thanks for hiring me, Avery, the Flake. I start out in a full sprint to the cafe, but it's only about a 10-minute walk, so it looks like it might not be as bad as I thought. If I run, I can make it in less time. Here it is, cat's paw. I got a good look at it when I was here yesterday, but it feels totally different when it's your workplace, you know? It's kind of nice to think. Was just drinking the remainder of my sparkling water like some kind of heathen. Hey, Avery. Landry peeks his head out from the door frame and waves me in. I'm surprised by how many people are standing around. Graves, Landry, Hayes are there, but there are a few others that I've never seen. I only see a few cats right now, but they seem utterly disinterested in everything we're doing. They've all piled in a sleep cluster by the window. Aww. I feel a little embarrassed that I'm so disheveled, but I'd rather be on time with wet hair than late and looking perfect. Good. You've decided to challenge the morning sun after all. Now that the star is here, we can start this show. Still as weird as yesterday, I see. Caught another sucker, boss? That's esteemed coworker to you, Reese. You seem to keep collecting these strays. Before we get too far, everyone introduce themselves to Avery. Avery, we've already met, as you know. And you already know Graves. Did you meet Hayes yesterday? Briefly. Hello, Hayes. Hello. He looks like he's going to try to slip between the cracks in the tile. How does a guy like this handle a job that deals with people? Hayes is a great barista. He's a great help in the kitchen, but he likes to spend a lot of time with the cats too. Hayes flashes me a quick look. The side of his mouth upturns ever so slightly, like he's trying to smile, but he's out of practice. Oh, autistic king. I love him. I reach out to shake his hand. He's practically bracing for impact. Before I reach him, a bright light flashes the corner of my vision. Is that a camera? Oh, sorry, sweetie. I thought I turned the flash off. I whip my head to the other side of the lineup. The girl on the end is aiming her phone directly at me. Sorry, don't mind me. I just want to commemorate our new employee. I'm Finley, and I take care of social media. I like candids, so I'll try again later when you've forgotten about it. Finley is also... Graves, I know what you're going to say. Don't ruin the surprise. Graves lets out a soft bark of a laugh. All right. You can tell Avery whenever you're ready. Thank you. Two in the middle of the lineup look up beyond unimpressed. One is a smart mouth guy, Reese. The other looks like someone I wouldn't want to mess with. Finley puts her hand on the shoulder of the tough-looking woman standing next to her. Since she's not going to introduce herself, this is Mason. She's our head chef. Our only chef, I guess. Well, nice to meet you both. Yeah. Finley reaches up and places her hand against the back of Mason's head. She pushes her hand forward, forcing Mason to nod. I'm amazed Mason is putting up with this. Wow, that's the most you've spoken all day. She likes you already, Avery. Oh my fucking god. Wait, they're all autistic. I should have known. This is why I love this game, actually. They're all autistic now. Now that I look back, this is obvious. Mason makes a quick little noise that could either be a laugh or a grunt. Maybe it was both. How kind of you to save the best for last. I'm Reese, and I'm the one you'll be answering to after Graves, so you better stay on my good side. I would have sworn Landry is the second in command here, so I don't know what this kid's talking about. I didn't even see him at all during the interview yesterday. I'm on cat detail today, but don't think that means I won't be keeping an eye on you. Cat detail must mean taking care of the cats. Obviously. I'm learning quickly. I don't know why the second in command would be so eager to tell me he's gonna clean litter boxes today. Maybe that's a weird status thing around here? Ew. I'll be on my best behavior, I guess. Good. Okay, that should be everybody then. Avery, you'll be training with me today. I hope that's okay. That's fine with me. Looks like I'm no longer needed. I have other work to do. You know where to find me. Graves slinks to the back of the cafe. I think I can hear footsteps on creaky stairs. Mason and Hayes disappear after him. Avery, did you have breakfast? We're going to have something to eat before work, if you'd like to join us. It's tradition. That sounds great. I fed my cat, but I forgot to feed myself. Reese has already seated himself at the long booth seating along the wall. He scoots two of the tables together, and Landry pulls over another chair. Great. Just sit and relax. Mason's just finishing up breakfast. I move to take a seat, but Finley blocks my path. Avery, before you sit down, I have a question for you. Sure, what's up? Okay, is that... Her voice drops almost conspiratorially. She leans in to whisper. That's an IKEA shirt, isn't it? IKEA, not IKEA. Not IKEA, the fucking Swedish furniture company. Help. That's an IKEA shirt. Okay, we now are both super fans of IKEA. That's an IKEA shirt, isn't it? He's my favorite too. Oh my gosh. Finley loves this anthropomorphized version of IKEA, the Swedish furniture company. She craves his meatballs. What? IKEA? From Sweden? From what? Avery doesn't know what Sweden is! Oh no! Help. Help, Avery doesn't know what Sweden is. Look, you don't have to play dumb. I get it. No, I really have no idea what that is. Is that like a show? Is this shirt from something? Oh, no. Never mind, don't worry about it. But now you've got my interest. What is Sweden? I don't know if it would be your type of country after all. Oh, it's a country. I like countries. Try me. Well, it's a story about men's passions clashing in a life or death struggle. Sounds dangerous. Oh, it is. But it's also romantic. Romantic like, love blooming on the battlefield? That type of thing? Yeah, I think you do get it. Maybe I'll lend it to you sometime, if you prove yourself worthy. I'm not really sure what that involves, but sure. Okay. She gives me a grin and a wink and then takes a seat at the table next to Reese. I noticed that somebody set the table while I was talking to Finley. Mason and Hayes should be out in a minute, Avery. Come sit down. Sure. Where should I sit, though? What if there's some unspoken rule about this sort of thing in placing? You never know with new groups. Jesus. Oh my god. Everyone here is neurodivergent. Landry answers the conundrum for me by beckoning to the seat between him and Finley. Quietly, I take the seat. Mason emerges from the back with a large tray balanced atop each hand. One tray has a giant stack of French toast, the other is some kind of egg thing. I'm not sure, but it looks amazing. Whoa. I had no idea how hungry I was until just now. She sets the tray down in front of us and returns to the kitchen. I hope she gets back soon, because I'm about to be on that egg thing like mochi on wet food. Mason returns a few moments later, cradling 6 empty coffee cups in her arms. Hayes follows in tow, carefully balancing a carafe full of coffee. They set the cups and carafe on the table and take their seats. Hayes' butt barely hits the chair before the others start to dig in. Oh, look at them all. Oh, there we are. I'm a little afraid I'll lose my hand in the fray if I try to jump in now, but I'm so hungry. Landry reaches out an arm behind a fortress of French toast slices. He lightly bats at Reese's hand as it reaches for the syrup pitcher. Save some for Avery. Jeez, calm down. You're the one stealing all the food. I haven't taken any more than usual. Breakfast is important. While everyone shouts and chatters across the table, I help myself to a bit of everything. I'm not used to eating a real breakfast, especially one that didn't come out of a microwave, so I'm gonna savor this. Wow, this is amazing. Mason, what is this egg thing? Mason's eyebrow shoots up. She looks at me like I grew another nose. Frittata. Is that like a souffle? It looks like it'd be really hard to make. Just eggs and vegetables in a pan. Still, I know I wouldn't be able to make anything like that. It's really nice to have a real breakfast. What do you usually eat, Avery? Mostly cold pizza or toaster tarts, I guess, if I remember to get them. Mason glares at me like I just knocked her plate to the floor. She stares directly at me, through me, with a hard look in her eyes. You eat here now. Always. Can I still have pizza sometimes? Not for breakfast. Ever. I can hear Finley and Reese snickering. Okay, but other times are still okay, right? Mason rolls her eyes and goes back to her coffee. Reese stares up at me between bites of French toast. Avery, when we're done, we need to talk about dress code. Oh, Reese, don't start this again. Shh! It's an important part of the new employee orientation. Landry passes a positively pained look at Reese. He glances at me, but a poke to the ribs from Finley sends him staring back at his plate. Landry, you're such a mama bird sometimes. Lighten up. Avery, look at this place. We take our visual presentation very seriously here. Mason gives another grunt. Hayes places his empty plate and a cup on Mason's plate and takes a stack in to the back with the urgency of a tactical retreat. Graves and I expect a certain level of decor with the waitstaff. Is this about my outfit? I woke up a little late, so... No, this is about uniforms. Mason pushes her chair away from the table with enough force that it wobbles briefly on two legs. She stands and takes my plate in one fell swoop. Opening soon. Time to get ready. She picks up the now empty cast iron skillet with one hand and balances a few of the other plates on top. That looks heavy, but she's holding it all like it's nothing. Come on. She stares me down and gestures to the back door with a head nod before she heads into the kitchen. Don't you think you can run off so easily? You'll get written up if you don't have your uniform. Oh man. Mason is an autistic king, though. We gotta talk with Mason. I can't... But also Finley's out here, and we're gonna be romancing Finley in this route, so... Ask Reese about the uniforms. He seems pretty serious about this. Maybe I shouldn't blow him off because he looks so young. Maybe he's secretly as old as Graves or something. Uniforms, but no one else is wearing any uniforms. They just haven't changed yet, or they don't need them. Only the waitstaff wear uniforms, and you'll be waiting tables with Landry today. Yeah, but Landry doesn't have a uniform. Reese glances over his shoulder towards Landry, who's made himself busy straightening up the tables in the dining area. He doesn't appear to have heard either of us, or he's just ignoring us. That's because we don't have uniforms in his size. Yet, at least. Someday he won't have an excuse anymore. Come on, Avery, I bet you'll look cute in a uniform. I can't help feeling a bit itchy about this. Reese rummages around in a drawer at the back door and pulls out some kind of black, orange, and white lace thing. That can't be it, right? This looks like it should be in your size. Now come on. He dumps the pile of lace and fabric in my hands and then pushes me towards what I assume is the bathroom. I pause in front of the door and give Reese a baleful look. Aw, come on, at least try it. I see what he's up to. Okay, now he's messing with me. Nobody outside of 19th century England has worn something like this, and I'm pretty sure they hadn't yet invented an orange that ugly. What is this, some kind of hazing thing? I'll pass. Oh, come on. It's a cat's paw tradition. I've always considered myself a mold breaker. Let it go on the record that Avery hates fun. Sounds like a kid who just had his toy taken away. What a brat. Even Finley looks disappointed. I gently drape the uniform over his shoulder, but he moves his head before I have the chance to wrap the big orange ribbon around his head. That's such an ugly outfit. Has anyone actually worn it when you foisted it upon them? Foisted nothing! I want to wear it every day. They won't let me. You should have seen Landry in it. He practically busted the seams. I glance behind me to see what Landry is doing. I have no idea how you would have gotten this uniform in the first place. Must have heard his name because he hurries up to the second floor. Reese was too scared to ask Mason to do it. I was not. You were. You mentioned a dress code and she stared icicles into you and you stopped. It just wasn't relevant. How about you, Reese? Of course not. Really? This looks like it's about your size. No. Graves had it made. I had nothing to do with this. You started before any of us, so we wouldn't know. No. I bet you looked like a little prince. I'm leaving. I have to go and get ready for cat detail. Okay, Your Highness. Leaving. Reese storms off. He disappears around the corner that leads to the kitchen. Finley gives me a light punch on the shoulder and a sly grin. I bet if you talk to Graves, he might have a picture of Reese in that uniform. Nah, I'm good. Aw, spoil sport. Well, I better get to work too. Good luck on your first day. I'll be by to document your progress for the blog later. Finley gives me a little wave, then follows Reese to the back. I guess I should find where Landry ran off to. He's training me today, after all. I think he went upstairs. I head over for the staircase, but a cat has taken station right in my path. It's sleeping belly up, stretched out nearly the whole width of the step. Buddy, that's really cute, but that's a dangerous place to sleep. It doesn't dignify me with a response. Instead, the fat orange cat shimmies in place to settle itself even more. Gently, I nudge to see if I can get the cat to move. Someone's gonna trip on you if you don't move. That's not gonna be fun for either of you. It opens one eye into a thin slit and makes a murmuring noise and flicks its tail. Little tiger isn't going anywhere, is it? Are all the cats here this spoiled? Guess I'll have to pick it up and move myself. I lean over to scoop it up, but as I do, a tiny orange and white bob-tailed cat whizzes past my feet. Stops over on the step before the sleeping cat and raises one paw and bats the other cat squarely on the forehead. The sleeping cat wakes up and hops to its feet. It looks angry. Am I going to have to break up a cat fight? Hey, you two. Bobtail flattens its ears and stares intently at the orange cat. They both perk up when they hear a voice from above. Is Hash Brown sleeping on the stairs again? The orange cat, Hash Brown's I guess, trots away. Landry works his way down the stairs, eyes on the bobtail kitten. Was it really necessary to smack him? You should be nice. The bobtail turns its head away in a wide arc as if it's giving an okay, whatever response. Lazily struts over to the windowsill and takes up sentry. Cat's name is Hash Browns? Yeah. Graves names all the cats here. He comes up with some interesting ones. What are some of their names? Well, at the moment there's Ramona, Shunsuke, Kotick, Owl, Bramble-Pelts, Now, Hisa, Valentine, Marina, Ain, Junta, Jam Band, and so on. Bramble-Pelt from fucking Warrior Cats. We win these. We win these. That's some king shit. Holy crap. Which one was that bobtail? Oh, his face falls. Why does he look so nervous? That's, why don't you ask Reese later? Huh? Is that his cat? Did he name it or something? Is it a bad name? No, he's... Graves should have told you about. Let's get to work. It's time to open. Landry isn't having any more of this. He walks past me at the front door without a glance. He unlocks it and flips the sign from closed to open. And ta-da! Your first day at a cat's paw has begun. And... nobody's here. This is a little anticlimactic. Haha, yeah. The mornings are usually pretty slow. It might pick up later. It didn't. At all. All day. Sure, a few people came in and Landry had me wait their tables while he supervised. It went pretty well and I made a couple bucks in tips, but that was it. Finley came down a couple of times to check in, but I saw Mason and Hayes every time we went into the kitchen, but I didn't see Reese at all. Reese's bobtailed cat, on the other hand, was all over the place. I think I see why he'd taken a shine to this one. They're both complete hams! Not that I mind it was so slow. It just means I got to play with the cats more. There are like 10 of them here, maybe? I can't get a solid count on them. They seem to vanish sometimes. Looks like there's a lot of areas around here for them to hide. Thank you for the help today, Avery. Oh, no, wait, that was Landry. Thank you for the help today, Avery. Listen, I'm trying voices, but like not too much. Primarily because I don't want to sound like too stupid trying to make sounds with my mouth. So I'm just doing some little things, okay? Let me live my life. Drink my water and such. Landry, Finley, and I just finished wiping down the tables. Mason was gone before the cafe closed. I don't know where Hayes went. So, How'd you like it? Is it always this quiet? I mean, not that I'm complaining. Not always. Tomorrow should be busier for sure. I've got plans. Oh, we should get here early then, huh? Don't say that like you weren't always early. Oh, I have to come in earlier? Don't worry too much about it, Avery. Just show up at your regular time. Okay, thanks. Can't imagine what busy means here. What, like 6 people in here at the same time? Oh, that was a partial burp. I'm a mess. I've got a little more work I want to do on the blog, so you all go ahead. I'll close up if Graves doesn't get here to do it. Oh, thank you. Avery, you can head out. Thanks, are you leaving now? I could walk with you. I'll be out in a bit. You go on ahead. Oh, alright. See you all tomorrow? Night. Door closes behind me with a jingle. I have a job. My coworkers are pretty cute. I get to play with cats. And if it works out, I should be able to afford a place of my own soon. Wait until my parents hear about this. Feeling pretty good right now. I can't help giving a little celebratory fist pump. Alright. Dork, 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 dork. I just feel like I think I just heard someone snort a laugh behind me. I thought I said that pretty quietly. Turn around to see who it is, but there's no one there but a cat. 2 cats, actually. Cats from the cafe. Reese's cat and a Siamese cat, to be precise. Crap, how did they get inside? Outside, not inside. Did I let them out when I left? This is really bad. I'm pretty sure the first rules of working at a cat cafe is do not lose the cats. They're not looking at me anymore. Now's my chance. I start creeping towards both cats. If I move too suddenly, I might spook them. I only make it a few steps before I see the bobtail's ears swivel back to face me. Without turning the rest of his head, he takes a springing leap and heads down one of the forks in the road. Siamese cat continues the same path, as casual as anything. I can't get them both, but I need to get at least one of them. Better decide who to go after. Follow Reese's cat. I know he's not supposed to be out here. A little jerk cat, I take off after the bratty bobtail. Reese's cat suddenly stops, turns around, and plants his haunches on the pavement. He looks up at me with a surprisingly bored expression. Oh, come off it, Avery. You can stop tailing me now, unless you were that bent on following me home. The cat is talking? Why? Why do you look so surprised? You knew it was me, right? What? What? Come on, my cat self and human self look so similar. They're both equally gorgeous. How'd you not put 2 and 2 together? Of course I didn't put 2 and 2 together. Who the hell is going to think, oh, of course, he is also a cat? This is the most absurd thing I've ever heard. I can't believe I'm even having this conversation right now. I don't know why I expected you to know anything about witches. I mean, look at you. What's that supposed to mean? Means I don't think you know much at all. Fine. Graves obviously did a trash job of explaining this, so all the work is up to me. Again. Everyone at a cat's paw is also under a curse. Once we leave the premises, we turn into cats. The curse is likely tied to the cafe itself, though I don't think anyone else knows how. This is probably the most absurd thing I've ever heard, but it's also sort of hard to deny because a cat is telling it to me. So, everybody. Graves too? Who knows? Never seen him as a cat, but I haven't seen him do a lot of things. Does that mean... am I going to be cursed too? I wouldn't be surprised. Well, I would. How do I end up not cursed? If I knew that, I'd be a lot taller and less furry right now. How do you even get a cat curse? Didn't you hear me? Witches. Duh. Believe it or not, the area's full of them. I'd go with or not, but I can't really come up with any more plausible reasons. This is absurd. I've just had a long day and my brain's leaking out of my ears, that's all. I might just be imagining this. Are you done, then? I have things to do. What, like chase birds? Cute. Look, if it makes you feel better, we can talk about this more at work tomorrow. With everyone else. Yeah, sure. Whatever. Introduce me to all the talking cats. Just don't be late again. Hey, I wasn't late today. I get the feeling that if he had shoulders for it, Reese would be shrugging right now. Instead, he just rolls his head to side to side. Reese stands back up. He takes a grand leap up a trash can, then again to the fence. Whatever you say. Good night, Avery. With that, he's gone. Good night? So yeah, they all turned into cats. Welcome to the magic of cat people. The sun's barely gone down, but I'm capital letter done with today. This is too much. Don't forget the good food this time. The canned stuff. Did someone just say something? There's no one here but Mochi. Oh, for crap's sake. Find him standing next to the food bowl looking at me with those expectant eyes. I gently nudge him with my foot. Did you just say that? Nope. Nope, I'm done. I dump the rest of the canned food into the bowl and scurry out of the kitchen. Then I dump myself in bed. I don't even want to think about it right now. I'm just going to sleep in a real bed for once. Maybe sleeping on the couch so much is messing with my head. I don't usually close the door, but I think it's a good idea tonight. I don't want Mochi whispering to me in my sleep. I wake up early enough that I surprise myself. This is gross. Who does this? At least I slept fairly well, all considered. My cheek hurts, kind of like I'm getting one of those real powerful zits. Just when I have a job where I see people all day. What perfect timing. Avery really is fucking going through it. Depression, autism, turning into a cat. That's basically like 3 of those. Those are all 3 of the same thing, basically. I kick my legs free of the big blankets and roll to the side of my bed with the usual grace. God, this thing feels gross. I don't even have acne stuff with me here, but maybe Aunt Wendy has something I can put on it. Trundle over to the vanity to assess the damage. That's not a zit. That's a whisker. There's a whisker growing out of my face. It won't come out. I thought at first maybe it was Mochi's and it got stuck there, but nope. Growing out of my face. I tried to pluck it. That was probably one of the worst ideas I ever had. Now I know just how sensitive cat whiskers are. Is this really how the curse starts? I've been pacing around for too long. I gotta go to work, but how am I supposed to leave the house like this? What if someone sees me? I guess I could try to cover it with something. Dig around a bit and find some dust masks under the sink. Maybe that'll do the trick. Can pretend I have a cold or something. You can tell it's pre-pandemic because it's like, I guess I can wear a cold mask. I guess I can wear it. Or not, because trying to put it on feels really awkward against my face. I'm at a loss here. I'd call for one of the staffers, but I didn't get their numbers yesterday. Guess it'd be hard to use a cell phone as a cat anyway. I'll just have to go to the cafe and hope someone's there to ask. Didn't run into anyone on my way to the cafe yesterday, but knowing my luck, there'll be a whole crowd or something. I keep my head down and walk quickly. Geez, my face itches. I hope another one isn't coming in. Thought is enough to make me pick up my pace. Running to work is going to be a theme for me. Maybe it'll keep me in shape. I just hope I keep my human shape, too. Why are there so many people milling around the front of the cafe today? This is exactly what I was dreading. It's like they showed up specifically to look at the magical, mutating cat person. As I approach the cafe, the whisker falls off like a dead leaf or something. I look at it just flutter to the floor. I lean down to pick it up. If I hadn't seen it happen, I would have thought it fell off of one of the cats. This is stupid. This is so stupid. My eyes start to sting. I can't tell if I should be mad or crying or both. This is really, really stupid, and I don't want to deal with it. Oh, we're having a time. We're going through it. I kick open the door with my foot, but it's actually pretty heavy, so it just sort of nudges open. Where the hell is Graves? Looks like most of them are already here. They're already setting the table for breakfast, but this is just a normal, regular day where nobody grows cat whiskers. Oh, Avery. I don't think he's in yet. What's the matter? This is the matter. This whole dumb situation. Probably doesn't see the whisker I'm waving around, but I don't care. He knows what I'm talking about. Oh, is that yours? What kind of cat are you? I'm not any kind of cat. I'm a people. I can't believe this. Oh, come on, Avery. You should have known this was gonna happen. How the hell was I supposed to know? Sounds like somebody here didn't read his contract. The safe areas and other tips are mentioned in the welcoming pamphlet. What contract? You signed some paperwork when you started, right? Yeah. Well, how can you be so chill about this? We work for an evil dungeon lord who's turning us all into cats. I don't think they're called dungeon lords. Avery, none of us are happy about it either. We're doing what we can. There's gotta be more you could be doing. Where is Graves? He may be upstairs, but I don't know. I remember hearing Graves go up some creaky steps yesterday. Maybe that's his office or something? Whatever it is, that room's gonna be missing a door after I kick it off its hinges. I storm towards the back of the cafe. Steps must be back here somewhere. Hayes and Mason are in the kitchen. Hayes is gawking, and even Mason's got an eye on me. Avery? Where are you going? I had enough of this. I'm gonna give him a piece of my mind. What? This curse crap. The others trail me to the kitchen. What am I, a cat herder? Avery, chill out. You aren't all mad about it. Most of us signed up for it on purpose. It's done some good things for some of us. Well, I'm mad about it. I'm mad as hell. Turning into a cat won't do jack for me. I know you're mad, but it's not Graves' fault. He doesn't want to help us. We owe him. I don't owe him a damn thing. Seriously, Avery, shouting at our boss isn't going to change anything. There's nothing we can do about it right now. Let's just sit down and talk about it. You're right. I guess I see what you mean. Now come on, don't be such a salty caramel latte. Finley puts her arm around my shoulder. I try to shrinking away, but she just redoubles her efforts. Never had someone so forceful about comforting me. You like donuts, right? How about jelly donuts? What does that have to do with anything? I think it's time to show you that this cat curse isn't all bad. She gives me a quick wink and a punch on the shoulder. Go sit down at the table. I'll be out to show you in a sec. This is still so stupid. This frustration festers in the pit of my stomach, and now I don't even have anywhere to put it. Feel another hand slap me gently between the shoulder blades. What is it with these people? This time it's Mason. Didn't eat yet, right? No, I've been freaking out about this all morning. How am I supposed to eat? She doesn't lift her hand, but I can feel it like a weight on my back. Stop sulking and sit down. Eat. Is that a comfort or a threat? Good food calms you down. She gives me a firm but gentle push towards the dining area. It's like being scooted forward by a steel pillar. Guess I might as well go sit down. Mason's so good. Like, looking back at this, like, at the time I was like, wow, cool, like, strong and silent character, but now I'm just like, this is a semi-verbal autistic character, and I love her. She's my boyfriend. I return to the front of the cafe and flop it down in the chair at the head of the tables. After all that following everyone was doing before, no one's bothered to come back out yet. Maybe they think I could still use the space to cool off. Feels a little bit like I'm in timeout. First out of the kitchen is Hayes, of all people. He tiptoes up and delicately sets a small teacup down in front of me. It's chamomile and lavender tea. It can help with stress. I drink it sometimes when I'm overwhelmed, too. Hayes flinches a bit when I look up at him. I pick up the teacup and hold it up to my face. It smells lovely, at least. He looks up at me with his eyebrows upturned until I take a sip. When I oblige, I see what he means. This is pretty calming. Let out a deep sigh. I can feel my shoulders slump a bit. He seems relieved that I've approved. He takes it as permission to sit and takes a seat next to me. You know, I get anxious a lot. You probably guessed that, though, huh? Some things help me out, like the tea. But I think the thing that helps me the most is being a cat. I know that must sound pretty stupid, but it's nice to have somewhere to go. I like that I can curl up in a tiny corner and nothing's expected of me. It helps me a lot. So, that really does sound stupid. But that's what we mean when we aren't mad about it. No, I think I get what you're saying. I don't agree, but I get it. Thanks. He doesn't seem to know what to say. He's just sort of staring down at the table and picking pieces off the paper napkin in front of him. Okay, I get it for someone like him. Does that mean I should give him his space? He's definitely right about tea, that's for sure. Probably should have poured some for himself. Heck, he probably should have an IV of it. He seems so on edge all the time. What about the others? Do they get something out of this too? Esteemed patrons, may I have your attention, please? Especially you, Avery. Where is her voice even coming from? Down here, kiddo. Eh? I look down and... And... You're Jelly Donut? It's me, a real-life internet sensation. You're so surprised, you should see the look on your face right now. Wow, so you've really capitalized on this curse, huh? I just started making videos as a way to have fun with this situation. Who knew it would make me a celebrity? Give you my autograph later if you'd like. No, I'm fine. She gives my leg a playful pat and gives me a wink. You're so starstruck. I am not. You're so alright. I bet you spend a lot of time on the internet. I bet you know all about me. No, you're blushing. Why would I be blushing about a cat? Oh, cut the shtick, both of you. Reese saunters up, serving platter in hand. He nudges Finley aside with his foot, scooting her a good distance away from the table. Rude. Are you over your temper tantrum, Avery? Well, I almost was, and then you come in here and call it a temper tantrum? No sense of humor, just like I said. He reaches over my shoulder and sets a plate of pancakes down in front of me. Finley, go change back. I don't want your dirty feet on the table. God, I'm gonna sneak nip into your clothes next time you're on cat detail. Despite her threat, Finley saunters off, tail flicking, into the break room. She returns a moment later and flops down in the seat across from me, but not before grabbing another stack of pancakes from Reese. She's already digging into her food when Mason comes to the kitchen and takes her usual seat. Landry follows close behind her with another tray of pancakes, and the rest of the table pounces on their breakfast prey. How are you feeling, Avery? Better, I guess. Glad to hear it. We didn't mean to spring this on you, but I think we all forgot how confusing it all was at the start. I know I assumed you already knew what was happening. So am I the only one who didn't read the contract? Did it say like, hey, I'm gonna turn you into a cat or something? Not in so many words, at least. But of course we all read it, right? Wow. The varying degrees of sheepishness going around this table right now? Nope. I didn't really understand the safe zones talk and things. I thought it was about safety protocol, but I didn't ask. Hayes shrugs and looks intently at the maple syrup pooled on his plate, which I'm choosing to interpret as no. I skimmed it. I got potential for great power, but at a price part, but the specifics... Oh my god. Oh my god, all of you. No wonder I'm the one in charge here. The point is, Avery, we don't want you to feel like you're alone. We've tried finding out more about it, but we all hit at dead ends. Yeah, I can't exactly wiki how to cure a cat curse. Well, you can, but the results are... well, they're from the internet. Why didn't you just ask him? Oh yeah, I did, but he said something like, we are but actors on the stage of life, and we have been cast in the drama of this cafe. That sounds like something he would say. And you bought that? But everyone just sorts of nods and agrees with Reese. Wow. We're all in this together. We're like teammates now, and we can figure it out, with or without Graves. Yeah, you're right. We can do this. I raise my fork, pancake piece still attached like a musketeer giving a salute. I get varying nods and murmurs of agreement, but no one follows my example. I thought we could have made this a thing. What we need to figure out first is the crowd management. Jelly Donut days are rough, and we need to be ready. I should spend time with Mason. Try to help her in the kitchen, of course. Hayes too. I'm okay with that. We might need you both to come out and help us from time to time, too. We can't spare anyone besides Finley for cat detail today. You know how these days go. No cat breaks. Sorry, Hayes. I know. Avery will be the main two covering the floor. Hayes and Reese will be out from time to time. If we get really swamped, and Graves should be here later to help us out. Might be a bit hectic, so I hope you're ready. Mission accepted. This sounds exciting. I bet this place is fun when it's busy. Yeah, some of the people who come by are so cute. Just wait until you see the kids. This little girl had a jelly donut shirt she made herself. Oh, that is so cute. I think you'd look cute in a jelly donut shirt too. Are you trying to get me to join your fan club or something? I don't have one, but if you want to manage it. No, that's, your loss. Mason, are you ready? This is going to be a long day for you. I like a challenge. Now finish eating so we can get back to work. Yes, ma'am. Reese shovels one last pancake into his mouth and without even finishing chewing, grabs his plate and hurries after Mason. Hayes at least manages some grace in his exit. I better go get ready too. My public awaits. Finley hands me her plate, then dramatically flicks her hair away from her face like a starlet in a photo shoot. She disappears into the back as well. Alright, Avery, drink your coffee because it's time to get energetic. Yeah. Good, because if you look outside the cafe and around the corner... Aw man, is that why there were so many people out front? Yup. I better chug this coffee then. Well, better get pumped. And oh boy, did it become busy fast. There was a crowd of people as soon as we opened the door, and they're all clamoring to see the internet sensation jelly donut. They pour in like a leak in a ship's hull. Landry tells me that sometimes we have to cap the number of people allowed in at a time, but it's not that bad yet. Hopefully the numbers stay down until Graves gets back. We'll need the crowd control in the afternoon. Where the heck is he anyway? I'm sure he has a lot to deal with. There's a lot more to managing a restaurant than what goes on inside, I'm sure. He always comes by to help out sooner or later. I have a lot of trouble picturing Graves waiting tables. Maybe he wears that uniform Reese is so obsessed with. Okay, I don't have time to sit here daydreaming about that. There are tables to wait. Boy, there are a lot of orders for donuts and coffee today. I didn't even know that was on the menu. I guess it's pretty on point to offer donuts on a day where jelly donut is in the cafe, but somehow I hadn't expected it. I don't see them in the pastry case. Maybe they're still in the back? I better go check. Hey Mason, are there donuts back here? Oh yeah, there are. Whole stack of them and they're still warm. Oh, they're those cakey donuts that are so good too. I shouldn't be hungry after such a big breakfast, but they look amazing. The coast is clear. I don't see Mason, Hayes, and Reese aren't even in the room. I better not. Get it together, Avery Gray. Don't steal inventory on a busy day. Like donuts, huh? Of course you do. Oh, I didn't hear her come up behind me, but there she is. Mason looms over me and rests her arm across my shoulders. Oh, yeah. These look really good, too. I'll make you some later. You don't have to do that. You're so busy, though. You don't have to do that. You're turning down my generosity? No, I didn't mean... Relax, it's a joke. Oh, sorry. How am I supposed to tell with her? She's so hard to read. Now stop wasting time, it's busy out there. Right. Mason dumps the tray of plates in my hands, then shoos me out of the kitchen. I bring the plates back to their respective tables. I'm getting really good at this waitstaff stuff. Oh, thank goodness you're back, Avery. We're so swamped. Avery to the rescue. This is still a bit much. It's like we're under a waterfall of people who want to see Jelly Donut or something like that. I don't know, I'm too busy to think of a good metaphor. Finley's loving it though. Look at her just mug for the camera. And there they go again. Someone else trying to put a donut on her head. Excuse me, please read the rules. We can't let customers bring food into the cat play area. Fine, whatever. Jeez. You see something on the internet and you think it's okay to do in real life? Some people. Better talk to that kid about the bad habits she's encouraging people. Offending customer has already vanished back to his table, but now there are people who've taken his place. We need more babysitters. One at a time, please. No flash photography. Oh, thank goodness. Reese and Hayes are back out to help corral the crowds. Reese has taken a spot by the door as the world's tiniest bouncer, and Hayes is taking someone's order, which reminds me, I better get back to work too. The final stretch, but dang, this is exhausting. My pockets are bursting with tips, but it's not much consolation if I feel like I'm never gonna leave this place. I could really use a break. Hey. What's she doing out here? Does she need a break too? Suppose I shouldn't be too selfish. I'm not the only one working my butt out here. Get in here. It's not a request so much as a command, so I better see what's up. Did some kind of baking bomb go off in here? We're all taking turns busting tables, but the crowd hasn't left much time to deal with dishes and cooking utensils. I need your help. And here I thought you didn't trust me in the kitchen. I don't, smartass. I need coffee. Yeah, me too. No. We're low on beans. Get them from the basement right around the corner. I'm swamped. Oh, duh. Yeah, of course. Just a sec, I'll get them. I've never been in the basement before. It's probably not a great idea to get someone to help me out, but dark spaces kind of creep me out. This is a restaurant, not a haunted house, and I'm not some scaredy cat. I should be fine. Here goes nothing. Holy crap, Graves. I'll try to give you the benefit of the doubt and this happens? This is a restaurant storehouse. This isn't a restaurant storehouse. It's a Halloween surplus store. Is that? It is. There's a curio full of model skeletons. What the hell? What's he got padlocked in that cabinet? Do I want to know? Yikes. I better get out of here and go back upstairs quickly before I get attacked by a giant toad. I find a giant bag of unground coffee beans that I'm sure I can barely lift myself, but there's more interesting is the book that's resting on top of it. With its worn leather cover embossed with silver swirlies in the shape of a cat, it looks like a spellbook or something. It's probably Graves' diary. I'm so curious. Wouldn't hurt to take a little peek, right? What the heck? I don't get this at all. It's written in code or something? This is all nonsense. Wait a second. Why is my name in here? Ew, Graves is writing about me in his diary. Avery. Ooh, she sounds mad. Now is not the time to start reading. The book is really tiny and fits right in my hoodie. Gonna look through this when I get home. Probably nothing, but after seeing my name in it, how could I resist taking it home for a better look? I'll bring it back before anyone notices it's gone. Okay, but seriously, I should leave before a crow lands in my hair or something. I heft the coffee bag in my arms and trundle up the stairs back to the kitchen. Ah, the light of day. It was way too quiet in the basement. I barely get the door open when I hear muffled noise from the dining room and the clanging of pots and pans in the kitchen. Get lost? Took you long enough. Sorry, I didn't know my way around down there yet. Creepy, isn't it? Yeah, I'm glad you said it. It gives me the chills. I like it. Somehow I'm not surprised. Thanks. Now get back to work. Okay? Anytime? Whirring of the coffee grinder starts immediately after I start talking. This conversation is probably over. Better get out there and see what's going on. Looks like the crowd has dissipated. I also didn't see Finley or Jelly Donut anywhere. Guess even her energy has its limits, huh? Hey cutie, how about some coffee? I had a really busy day at work today. Oh, there she is. Oh, she looks worn out. I bet that does take a lot out of you. Wait, cutie? Dang, is she just being friendly or is she making a move? Already? I can't resist. Wait, I can't resist. Wait. We're saving. Oh, I don't remember what these saves are, but they're from... We're saving here. Because I need to say, you got it, hot stuff. Why'd I say that? That's so lame. I'm no good at this stuff. How would you like your coffee? You're so cute. Skim milk, and as sweet as you. Sure. Oh my god, you blush so easily. My face feels like it's on fire. Gotta get out of here before all of my gray steams out my ears. I fetch her a cup of coffee just the way she likes it. Once I make it back, I catch her looking at her phone. Cafe got some really good comments today. We should see a nice boost in traffic from this. So, is this what you mean by social media expert or whatever? Yup. I run the company message board and all those other accounts. Jelly Donut was something I started doing to get more cafe traffic. Didn't expect it to get so big. It's actually a lot of fun. You should join me when you start transforming too. I could use a sidekick. Oh, yeah. I'd forgotten about that until just now. Oh, sorry. I'm just trying to help. Here, come sit with me for a sec. It's quiet enough that Landry can take care of the remaining stragglers, so it should be fine if we sit for a minute or two. Really, though, it's gonna be fine. We all stick together here, and you're part of the family now, got it? You have sprinkles in your hair. She reaches up and finds a treasure trove of sugar stuck in her bangs. So I do. I mean it, though. Got it? Yeah, thanks. Got any room for another at this table? Huh. Guess there weren't too many left after all. I glanced downstairs, and it looks like he already locked the door. Always. Landry scoots a chair next to Finley. I guess the cafe is closed now. I expect you all won't spend too much time lollygagging. We have cleanup to do. Jeez, Dad! Lollygagging? Really? I don't know, it was the first word that came to mind. Reese, why don't you sit with us too? We all could use a break. I suppose so. Where are Hayes and Mason? Oh, you know Mason, she's probably already gone. She doesn't stick around after shifts to help with cleanup. She gets here earlier than any of us for prep, so it's only fair that she also leaves early. Besides, I think she has something she does after work. What, as a cat? Hey, don't judge! Wonder what kind of cat she is anyway? Feels kind of rude to think of that, but you know what they say about curiosity in cats. I should see if she's here to thank her for her work. I'll be right back. Tell Hayes to come join us if you see him. You got it. Wow, the kitchen's pretty clean already. Was Mason that quick? Oh, there she is. I caught her before she could go. Mason! What? Oh, you really busted your butt today. Thank you. It's my job. She's already got one foot out of the door. She seems irritated that I interrupted her. Have a good night. And with that, she's gone. Boy, she's hard to talk to. She disappears around the corner, but a second later I catch a glimpse of a lanky orange cat with a crooked tail. Maybe that's her? She looks like she's heading the same direction as my apartment. I wonder if we're neighbors? Probably not. That's kind of silly to assume. When I get back to the kitchen, I hear a sink running. It looks like Hayes is doing the rest of the dishes. Why doesn't he come out with the others? Poor boy deserves a break as much as the rest of us. If anyone's family, like Finley said, he should be a part of it too. Hey, put those down. Come on out. We're all gonna sit and have coffee together. I'm fine, thank you. What, you don't like me now? What? I'm just teasing you. Come on, you're one of us and I'm sure you're tired too. Come back and help you with the dishes after we're done. I'm sure I won't be the only one either. You gotta stick together, right? I guess so. There's a bug in my room and I'm losing my mind over it. I hate it here. Come on, I'll get your coffee even. I'd rather get it myself. I'm a little picky with coffee. Oh yeah? How so? I prefer a good cappuccino instead. We have a nice espresso machine here. Oh, like the one you made for me at my interview? That's really good. Oh, thank you. Cappuccino is steamed milk and espresso. Espresso, it's a delicate balance. Can you make me another one? Sure. Oh, is that a smile? It is! I'll go make them now. Meet you in the dining room. Head out to the cafe. Hayes is with me at first, but he slips upstairs as soon as we reach the staircase. There are a series of I can speak words. I can speak the English language. There's a series of loud whirring noises. He returns with a cup in each hand. He's careful as he hands me mine. It's still a little hot. Looks amazing, thank you. I head back upstairs, coffee in hand, and return to my seat. Hayes follows shortly after and sits at the table next to us. I reach out and drag his table a little closer to ours. We sit and talk over coffee for a while. We divide the tips, careful to leave a separate stack for Mason when she gets in tomorrow. It's getting pretty dark. I should get going soon. Say goodbye to everyone and head out. They're all staying late again. I can understand that. Of course, they'd want to be human for as long as possible. I'm gonna enjoy this while I can. Gravity of the situation weighs on me as soon as I'm out the door. What the hell am I gonna do once I start turning into a cat? How could I explain that? No one would believe me. Meow. And the thought flies out of my head. That black cat with the odd eyes is back. It sits in the middle of the road. Something dangles from its mouth, but I can't tell what. Quit it, Graves. I know that's you. Black cat stares at me impassively. Playing dumb isn't gonna work. Black cat flops on the pavement and splays out its legs. It's not even looking at me. Maybe I'm off on this hot tip after all. Guess sometimes a cat is just a cat. Everything's getting to me. All the more reason to go home and get some sleep. I'm almost home now. I should figure out what I'm gonna do for din. Ah! Something just hit my back. Get it off, get it off, get it off, get it off. Wait, it's gone? I see the black cat at my feet. What the hell? Damn it, Graves! I don't care if this cat is Graves or not. I'm calling it that until I'm proven wrong. Meow. Black cat trots off somewhere else. Is it just me, or did that sound like someone saying the word meow? Worse than that, is it kind of smug? Graves. I just coughed. I coughed on my water. It was time. I had to spare you all from that. Maybe it's not him. Maybe I just smell like cat and attract other cats now. I better get home before I'm jumped by more strays. I run the rest of the way home and slam the door behind me. I can't take this. If my hair wasn't already white, it'd be turning that way. You're late. Eh? Who said that? I look down. Mochi's fat face is looking up at me. Oh, no, 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 no. I'm not doing this. I dump some kibble in Mochi's bowl, then go to my room and close the door behind me. I shamble into my pajamas, and I bundle up my hoodie, and I feel like a firm, squarish bulge in my pocket. That's right, the book. Maybe something useful is in there? I start to flip through the book again. There's my name, and there's Hayes, Finley, Mason, Landry, and Reese. Must be a clue of some kind, but I don't know what it's supposed to say. All these words look like they're written by birds hopping around in ink. Toss my hoodie on the floor and get to work. Maybe I can decipher it? If I hold the book upside down... No. Is there a cipher? Nope. I don't know why I bothered looking. Of course it won't be that easy. I try for another 20 minutes or so, but it's useless. Ugh, I give up. Frustrated, I drop the book. It hits my hoodie and ungracefully tumbles over. Shuffle them away with my foot, but something tumbles out. What is that? Looks like it fell out of my hood. A bookmark? Did I leave that there? Why would I put anything there? Look up, and it's got some weird holographic center. It's kind of pretty. Should bring it back to the cafe tomorrow along with that stupid book. Gotta tuck the bookmark into it for safekeeping, but... Hold up. I can read it with this. I don't know how it got there, but it's the key to reading this book. The Hallowed Covenant of Witchery? What? Reese did say something about witches the other day. This might be a good lead to whatever's going on. I settle in with the book and start from the beginning. I've been doing this for days now. I wake up, go to work. I wake up, go to work, come home, lose myself in the grimoire, and barely make it to bed right before the sun comes up. Lather, rinse, repeat. Listen to me. I'm calling the thing a grimoire now. Can't stop reading this dang book or mumbling to myself, I guess. But seriously, there's all this stuff about witches, covens, powers. I've never seen anything like it. Sometimes I don't even understand the words on the page, but they make me feel strange when I read. Powerful, I guess. Like if I keep going, they'll suddenly click into place, and I'll learn something unknowable. It's getting to me, though. I feel haggard, and my coworkers have pointed out I'm getting some bags under my eyes. Haven't told them about the book. I bet they think I've been up playing video games or something. What's with you? You're so friendly lately. Since when do you sit in laps? They do say some witches get familiars. No, that's ridiculous. I'm getting ahead of myself here. I'm not becoming a witch. I have been trying some of the stuff in the book out, though. Just a bit. You can't blame me for that. Hear me out, but I think I managed to move a cola can with magic. Maybe it was balanced weirdly or something and fell on its own, but it felt like it worked. I've definitely been reading this gibberish book for too long. I should stretch my legs or something. Right, Mochi? Meow. See, even Mochi agrees, and he hates exercise. Hey, it's actually pretty early. Reading a dusty tome all night really reset my sleep schedule to a normal one. I'm gonna celebrate with some coffee, breakfast, and a nice walk. When did I become a coffee drinker anyway? It's not bad at all now that I've gotten used to it. The stuff I drink is actually a real shade of tan now. Almost. My palate is refining every day. Kinda just want a big old cheese Danish or something too. There's that corner store down the road. I've been in there for a lot of stuff, and their breakfast pastries look pretty good. I could also just stop by the cafe. It's closed for customers today, but I bet someone's hanging around. Could make me a nice fancy coffee or something. Yeah, we can just get some from work. Plus Finley might be there. You know what? Why waste money when I can get some coffee for free at the cafe? I'm still not a real great on that water to coffee grounds ratio, but I better learn with myself than customers, right? Last time I tried to make coffee was a disaster. It came out as this gross brown water. Really should learn to do this right. In my experience, most coffee is gross brown water anyway, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just uncultured and I don't like coffee. Maybe it's the tannins or some bullshit like that. Considering I'm not a fan of red wine either. Just the tastes don't... None of the tastes are good. Maybe it's just too overpowering for my childish palate. Huh, doesn't look like anyone's here yet. There are some lights on in the cafe and on the floor above, but I don't see anyone moving around inside. Maybe I was wrong about people coming here on their days off? Is it really just gonna be me hanging out at work like I have nothing better to do? Alright, I'll just go make some coffee and then figure out what else to do for today. Luckily, I just got my key. I can unlock the door and let myself in. Even though there are no people here, the cafe still feels busy with all these cats milling around. There goes Hash Browns, bossing over some other cats as usual. I'm pretty sure that one's Hash Browns, or maybe that one. Now is making eyes at his own reflection on the floor. Kotek's a cute little ball by the window. Marina and Ein are catching some sun. Junta has his paw around one of the other cats like they're spooning! Who is it? I peek in closer to get a look and maybe a photo, and I see a little seal nose peeking out. I pause. Is that Hayes? Yeah! Let's fucking go! Kitty cat, kitty cat, kitty cat. We're vibing, we're cuddling. His ear flicks and one eye shoots open. Looks like he takes a moment to register what's happening, and when he does, his eyes dilate to the size of saucers. Avery! His tail puffs up and he looks back away from Junta, and he backs away from Junta at a surprising speed. He bumps into the wall, then hops a solid 6 inches into the air in shock. Hayes, calm down. It's just me. Hi, Junta was crying a lot, and then I just sort of, oh, please don't make fun of me. Junta is one of our newest cats. He's a sweetheart stray we found wandering around the streets, but he scares easily, so he gets clingy sometimes. Why would I do that? That was really sweet of you. Slowly I reach down and scratch Junta between the ears. He's confused by all the commotion, but he doesn't seem too stressed about it. But you're so thoughtful about the cats. It's great. I guess so, thanks. I'm jealous, actually. I wish I could sleep in a pile of cats. It's pretty nice. He seems to have calmed down a bit, thankfully. How about some coffee? I could go for a cup. I bet you could too. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna change back. Don't look, okay? You got it. Despite being around all these cursed cat people, I haven't seen a transformation in progress. Maybe it's not something I'm supposed to see. Anyway, it's probably as rude and creepy as watching someone get changed, so I'm not gonna peek. Okay, would you like a cappuccino? I'll go make us some coffee. That sounds great, thank you. Score! I don't have to mess with the coffee machine after all! I sink down into my favorite spot in the big circle couch and take a big ol' sip of my coffee. I could sit here all day. Maybe I will. Oh! Avery, you're here early! Yeah, thought I'd come see what everyone's doing. I've been cooped up in my house too long. It's good to see you. I'll be around doing some handiwork, but let me know if you need anything. Oh, don't worry about me. It sounds like you'll be busy enough. There's the door again. Hello, hello! So, Avery, what breed are you? Do you know yet? Excuse me? Cat, I mean. Sorry, is it still a sensitive subject? No, nothing's happened to me since the day I grew the whisker. Figured it'd take more time. That's strange. I turned in about a week. Yeah, me too. Hayes nods from the other couch. This wouldn't be a first time Avery's slow on the uptake. He fucking got her ass, actually. He actually just got her ass, and everyone's like, yeah, okay, but, like, he got her ass. Real good there. Were you just standing there waiting for a chance to say something like that? Of course not. He totally was. They're right, though. Playing with that book made me totally forget about the curse. Why haven't I seen any changes since then? Well, I'm gonna go do some laundry. Let me know whenever you find out. There's my boy. I'm betting you'll be a silver tabby, or something pretty like that. I hope the type of cat I become is still a person. Reese rolls his eyes and flops down a long row of seats to the side of the cafe. He settles in with a spiral-bound sketchbook. Finley picks up a large bag and trundles towards the stairs. Is there a laundry machine up there? Yeah, in Graves' apartment. He lets us do laundry there for free. Wait, Graves lives here? Yeah, duh. The third floor is his apartment. Shouldn't we see him, like, all the time? He's basically a ghost as is. He's usually out until really late at night and leaves pretty early in the morning. I don't think he sleeps. I bet he sleeps in a fancy coffin. I just mean he's really busy. He takes care of all that administrative stuff for the cafe, after all. Well, I better get to work. That ramp isn't gonna build itself, after all. Landry gives me a little wave and then disappears into the back. He's back a few minutes later with hands full of lumber and a roll of carpet. So that's why all that stuff was in the basement. Sorry, might get a bit noisy in here. That's no problem with me. I suppose, if you must. Landry and Reese go back to work. A few minutes later, I hear Finley peek up at the balcony and she's fiddling with a laptop or something. Everyone seems to be keeping themselves busy. Maybe I should help one of them? But on the other hand, I'm not getting paid for it, so... I'm pretty good with computers, sometimes. I bet I could help Finley out with whatever she's working on. After a brief pit stop to toss my coffee cup in the trash, I head upstairs. What's up? How are the jelly donut videos doing? Oh, just the person I was looking for. Eh? Let me see your hands. Eh? Come on. I know you know more words than that. Hold out your hands. I don't know what you're doing, but okay. I hold out my hands, palms down. Don't do some stupid slap game on me. I didn't even think of that. Dang. Next time. You have really nice hands. Thanks? Alright, you'll do just fine, just like I thought. Come here. You haven't told me what you're doing yet. Oh, you're right. I got a little ahead of myself. I'm making a human version jelly donut video, and you're gonna help me. Does that mean you're gonna balance donuts on your human head? Are you gonna balance donuts on my head? Nah, that's dumb. I'm gonna do a tutorial for a jelly donut themed nail art. And you're my model. That sounds pretty cute, actually. You ever paint your nails before? Nope, I bet it would come out all weird looking and gross if I tried. Oh, you aren't that much of a klutz. I bet you could at least manage solid colors. We're gonna do so much more than that. It's gonna be so fun. Alright, what do I need to do? Just sit down and place your hands on this table. Okay, let me set up the tripod and then we'll get to work. I'm just gonna record the footage right now. I'll do the music and voiceover stuff later, so don't worry about that. Camera's just gonna be on our hands, so stay still. She clasps my hands for a second, then waves them up and down for emphasis. I can feel blush prickling my cheeks. We have to get your cute face on camera sometime too, but first things first. She sets a small tackle box down on the seat next to us. She props it open. It's full of nail polish bottles and all sorts of weird looking tools. There's also stuff like glue? Nail art is a lot more serious than I thought, clearly. Oh, look at, she's got the same earring with the same symbol. Oh, that's cute. I don't remember this at all. I don't know if we did this when my sibling played and I watched them play. These will be pretty simple. You work in a place where we don't want rhinestones or stuff coming off, you know? Okay. She sets to work and sets a tiny brush to my index fingernail. Polish feels kinda cold. Wow, her painting is so precise. I'd be all over the place if I tried to make these kinds of shapes. Oh my god, I can hear them fucking vacuuming upstairs. Why? They vacuum every single day. My life is a nightmare. I hate it here. I hate it here. I hate it here. She moves quickly across each nail, painting the basic shape of a donut or a cat on each. You're good at this. What? Good at sitting here? You're the one who's good. Oh, but I already know that. With a few more quick tiny strokes of a pen or something. Oh, bug. There's a bug in my face. Oh my god, I hate it here. Finley leans back triumphantly. There we go. I'm a genius. She kind of is. There's all these little donuts with sprinkles and a big calico cat on my thumbnail. I'm gonna ruin these in like 30 seconds flat, I'm sure, but it's kind of nice to have now. Oh, thanks. Anything for my biggest fan. Oh gee, she's never gonna give that up, is she? Now stay put for a bit and let those dry. Can I at least go sit on the couch downstairs? I guess. We all get caught up doing our own thing when I hear footsteps approach from the kitchen. Why, if it isn't the big boss himself. My wonderful cat herders, I see you've been keeping the place well while I've been gone. He looks over us, but his gaze stops on me for just a second. He has a weird glimmer in his eye that I can't really place. Ew. I'm on to you, buddy. I know you have something to do with that book. Can't have just been there because you're a collector or something. Heck, it has our names in it. I don't really understand those pages since the bookmark doesn't work on them, but still, it must be something fishy. Landry. Excellent work on the cat's equipment as always. Ah, but I'm not done yet. Have you ever given me reason to doubt? I know you'll do a stellar job. We can talk about future designs soon. Sure thing, boss. Reese, I see you've been keeping your protege in line. Keep up the good work. Of course. Nothing gets past me. The eyes and talons of an eagle. Protege? Are they talking about me? Hayes, my sweet Hayes. Could I trouble you for some of your exquisite coffee? Ow. I'd be happy to. You're a treasure, as always. I hope you've been keeping well. Well. Finley! Finley peeks her head up over the upstairs balcony to shout down. Come on, just come downstairs. Present! Your videos are keeping me busy. We've hit a whole new attendance record the other day. And 6 adoptions in 2 days. The home inspections never end. I'm sorry to have such a precious, adorable girl here making your business work. You are my internet lifeline. I have no head for such things. I bet he's been lost ever since telegrams went out of style. And Avery. He's real close now. I don't think I like it. He puts his hand on my shoulder and levels his gaze down to mine. That blue eye is so chilling. Really is a telltale heart situation. I'm on to you, Avery. Well, you're the fastest learner we've had here yet. I forget you're still new. Feels like he's not just talking about the cafe work. Well, I've been doing a lot of studying. So you have. So you have. He's so fucking dramatic, this dramatic gay man. With all his fucking cats. There's no way a cis-het man would run this fucking cafe and dress like that. We all know this to be true. He lets go of my shoulder and turns away from the rest of the employees. Definitely wasn't talking about the cafe. He definitely knows something about that book. I'd ask him more, but it's not a good idea in front of everyone else. I'll chase him down later when he's leaving or something. I have to get more information. Where's Mason? I wanted to see her today, too. She hasn't been showing up much on her days off lately. Maybe she's found a comfy gig in an old cat ladies or something. Haven't been to your place in ages, though. When did you get here? You startled me. Mason, I'm so glad you're here. Wouldn't be the same if you didn't join us. As much as I adore your cooking, today I'd rather give you a respite. Think I'm gonna cook on my day off? Of course not. This is why I take the pleasure of providing you, my dear employees, with dinner today. But first, an announcement. He slips back into the kitchen for a moment. When he returns, he's holding a garment bag. No. You haven't even let me make the announcement? I know what this is. Absolutely not. For my more cooperative employees, then, with a surely practiced flourish, Graves unzips the garment bag and lets it fall to the floor. Oh no. No. Is that somehow both plaid and checked flannel? I didn't know you could make a suit out of this type of material. There's a sort of appalled silence from everybody. Man, there is a lot. He's like, he doesn't know the line between. Like, he's like trying to make it camp. It's not camp, King. Listen, man, I know you probably know camp better than I do, but it's not camp. Reese looks personally offended. Mason just straight up leaves. No appreciation for your new uniforms. And to think I had it made in your size, Avery. Try it on, Avery. She's still shouting down from the balcony. I can't blame her. I wouldn't want to get any closer to that suit either. I'd rather wear a potato sack. And I went through such trouble to have it made. Check with us next time before you waste your time. 'Tis easier to beg forgiveness than ask permission, as they say. See? You knew we wouldn't agree to it. Well, I'll leave this here in case you all come to reason. Take some time to admire it. I'll be off for one last errand, but trust when I return you'll all be treated to a wonderful meal. Until then, farewell. Who fucking... This bitch says farewell. I'm gonna refill my water. I'll be back in a hot second. Just a sec. With that, he disappears into the kitchen, and so do I. I'm going to follow him. Y'all ever just a hot pink bitch named Breakfast? Someone should make a tiefling, like, a D&D character that's just a pink tiefling and it's named Breakfast and they're a hot pink bitch. I'm going to follow him just to see what happens when he leaves. Wrong button, that one just muted me, okay. I get to the kitchen in time to see him slip through the back door. Sure, I'm gonna see that black cat. I just know it. I peek out of the door as he leaves. He gets further and further away from the cafe, but I don't see him change, not even when he gets past the point where I know he's off cafe grounds. Guess the others assumed he wasn't affected by the curse, but why? Does this prove he's the culprit? How else would he escape whatever it was that got everyone else? Although, to be fair, I can't use that as proof. After all, I also escaped the curse, and I sure as heck didn't cause it. Seems like a good time as any to see if I can find out more about what's going on. Peek back into the main cafe. Looks like everyone's back to what they were doing before. The newly arrived Mason has kicked up her feet on the couch and already seems to be dozing off. Finley did say we have free access to Graves' apartment after all. I could go look and see what he's hiding up there. Oh, this bug. Oh, I did not catch this bug. It's in my face. I'm losing it. I'm losing my mind. Ow. Wrong button again. I keep hitting the mute button, thinking I'm hitting the spacebar. I'm also kind of curious about what it looks like. Then again, if he was hiding something there, wouldn't someone have noticed by now? Maybe he keeps all his magic stuff in that creepy basement. I wonder which would be better to search. Oh, I don't know. I don't remember. Let's save. I don't remember. I mean, all I really care about is Finley's route. Let's go up to Graves' apartment, because maybe when we go up past there, we'll find, Finley will come back for her laundry and all that. You know, I've always got the chance to go into that creepy basement. Should take the opportunity while Graves is gone to root around his apartment a bit. Tiptoe past Finley on the second floor, but sure she's going to say something to me about where I'm going, but she doesn't look up from the computer. Wow. It's immaculate. Makes me feel embarrassed about the state of my apartment right now, but whatever. He's probably showing off because he knows people come up here a lot. It's well designed too. Yeah, he's gay. He's a gay man. We love this. We love this queer man. We love a queer man. It's well designed too. I can make fun of the guy all I want, but I have to admit he has a sense of style. Interior decorating wise, at least. Heck, the cat castle looks downright regal. I wonder if Landry built that one? Don't see any cats in the apartment, but it would make sense that you'd have a setup for them, right? There's probably one in here somewhere. Ah, there we go. See a single suspicious blue eye peering at me from inside the castle. Is that Graves? Black cat peeks out. It is! It's not. Oh, hey there. Cloudy eye belongs to a dark mass of fur that refuses to move, even though its gaze follows me everywhere I turn. Hey, buddy, it's okay. Sleek tail thumps in annoyance against the carpeted castle wall. See, you met the great Countess Dracula. Shoot. I've been caught. Be cool, Avery. Play it cool. You named your cat Countess Dracula. Just Dracula, but she's a venerable lady now, so she deserves our respect. She's nearly 19. I hope you've been taking care with her. Graves leans forward and pats his hands on his legs. Slowly, Dracula pulls herself from the cat castle and hops down. She looks good for her age. She's a tad shy with new people, but she's great. We've been through a lot together. Graves sits on the couch and holds his hand in front of him with an almost unexpected gentleness. Come here, you sweet old lady. Dracula saunters a little bow-legged walk up to him and headbutts his palm. Merp. Oh, he does a little merp. Does a little merp. Just like Pandora does. Pandora does a little merp. Hello, darling. I can hear her purring from here. I'm taken aback by how cute they are together. I don't think you'll find what you're looking for in here, but you're welcome to stay for a while regardless. It feels terrible that we haven't been able to chat since you started. I wasn't looking for anything. You're a terrible liar, you know. Alright, so maybe I was kind of curious. Huh. Well, I'm here now, so if you have any questions... How do you ask someone if they're a witch, anyway? Hey, are you a witch? Seems a bit... I don't know about that. I know there's something weird about this cafe. Well, I'd be insulted if you said anything less about a cafe that I designed. I prefer weird. What do you know about this cursed business? His eyes flicker for a moment, cold and fiery, before he turns them back towards Dracula. We are all cursed in our own ways, Avery. There are some instances where you must be your own savior. I will, if you won't help me. You're a strong one. I like that. Hell or high water, I'm going to stick it to Graves and get this dumb curse lifted for everybody. How about that? Well, I'd best be headed back out. I need to make a few rounds before I go pick up dinner. You'll join us, won't you? Like I'm gonna pass up free dinner. Ha! Of course. He stands up from the couch and lightly ruffles my hair as he passes me. You're a sharp one, Avery. I'm glad you've joined my employ. Well, you're keeping me busy, that's for sure. But he's already gone. How the heck did he leave so quickly? I better get back downstairs. The others might be wondering if I fell asleep or something. I drift from person to person, helping everyone with what they're doing for a while, but eventually the urge takes over. I just want to play with cats. Shunsuke gets all excited when I bust out the bell toy. I guess I'd be excited too. Owl gets messed up on the catnip toy. Now is swatting at his own tail, and his tail might be winning. Valentine is rolling around, kicking at nothing in the air. Seems to be having plenty of fun without me. Marina chases a feather on a string all the way up the platform. Wish I had that much energy. And then they start taking naps, and that seems... Will someone please exhume Avery from the pile in the corner? Ah? I jump up with a start. When did I fall asleep? Good morning, sleepyhead. Why is there garland on my head? In fact, I seem to be covered in cat toys. What the heck? We tried to wake you up with catnip. What is all this? Finley. What? I just put a mouse there to see if you'd wake up. And then you didn't, so I put another, and another, and another. I got some really cute pictures out of it. Oh my god, don't put those on the blog. Why would I ever do that? I fling a catnip mouse at Finley as hard as I can. It ricochets off her head. Ow! Hey! Okay. They won't go on the blog. Good. Today. No. Finley, be nice. All of you, stop distracting from the matter at hand. Dinner has arrived. I thought you were going to actually make dinner, not just order takeout. We usually order takeout on off days. It's nice to get a change of pace and try some other restaurants around here. And there's fewer dishes to wash. Cuisine du jour was brought to us by a Thai restaurant downtown, so you all so enjoy. Avery, I believe you will be experiencing their splendor for the first time tonight. What did you get? You didn't ask me what I wanted from the menu. I did, actually. You just mumbled something about pad thai, then rolled over on top of a bunch of cat toys. Well, I mean, that's what I would have wanted anyway, so... Y'all ever just talk about pad thai in your sleep, apparently? I look over the tables and look like they're all pulled together into one long row again. Takeout boxes pile up the center table, and all the places have already been set. Bon appetit, my dear employees! And the pack descends on the takeout boxes. After some sorting, we're all settled with our respective foods, and we all sit down for dinner. Graves takes a seat at the head of the table. Well, he claims it in name, but he's hardly sitting at all. Oh, look, they're all sitting in different places. There you are. You can see they're in the same poses, but it's still cute. When he's not flitting between us, offering us drinks, he's standing behind his chair and telling us his story as grand a Graves gesture as you'd imagine. When I was in college, none of you would have recognized me. Did you take a break from your goth phase? You go grunge for a while? I would never break style. No, in fact, if anything, you could say I was more goth then. I had long black hair and I wore such elaborate makeup. Oh my god, he's so gay. I love him. I love this man. I love him. He's just so good. He's never done anything wrong. Except maybe turn us into cats. But that's just gay rights there. If anything, that sounds more on brand than you are right now. Why stop? You can't imagine how much time that took from my day. I have a business to run now, after all. Dad showed me a photo once. The one of you with your bandmate? Who? The guy with the mohawk? I don't know how he got such a huge hawk. Ah, yes. It was pure witchcraft, that hair. He's doing it on purpose, isn't he? With the witch jokes. Wait. You were in a band? Are you really surprised by that, Landry? Come on. Everyone was in a band in the 90s. I don't recall that stereotype, but yes. I was, in fact, in a band. I bet it was called, like, Masters of the Night or something like that. No, Avery, it was not. I'd thank you to give me more credit than that. Nah, more like Nightly Nightshade. Or Dark Carousel. No. Or Sorrows of Blood. Et tu, Hayes? You are all so cruel. You have to tell us the real name or they'll keep going. I refuse to further enable this slander. It was Spider Coven with an X. Reese! I forgot this at all. Oh my god, I forgot this at all. Oh my god. What? How do you spell spider with an X? Goth willpower. You're kidding me. They had a song that was called something like Rose Baptism. I only remember the parts that weren't in French, but no. It went something like, no, this is traitorous. My own pupil betrays me. Trapped within my own mind. Something in French. My will dissolves to blood. The soul's red rind. Life is but a march towards death. Right, Graves? Graves isn't listening to us anymore. He's pacing around and mumbling in agony. How do you know all this, Reese? Graves and my dad went to college together. He went to their shows. He met your mother at one of them, He met your mother at one of them, if I recall. You have to thank me for your very existence, my boy. Ugh, don't put it like that. Everyone's laughing and having a good time. Even Graves is being a good sport. This is nice. I wonder how long they've been working together. They're like a big family. Graves is a lot more charming than I thought. He knows how to work a crowd, at least. Starting to get it. I guess this is why no one's mad at Graves, even though they're all going through this weird nonsense. He's kind of like everyone's weird but benevolent uncle. We all chat over dinner, then coffee, and before I know it, the sun's totally gone. How long have we been doing this? Shoot, I better get home and feed Mochi before he throws a fit. He gets real passive-aggressive when he's fed late. It is quite late. I'll take care of the dishes and sundries, so please relax and prepare yourselves to face the day tomorrow. Yeah, I guess we better all get going, huh? Later. Mason's already headed out the back. She barely even turns her head when she waves goodbye. Alright, everyone, see you tomorrow. Boy, it got late. The streetlights are on, sorta looks like, but I still sorta hate having to walking the back roads at night because they're kinda sparsely lit. I don't know why, it just feels like a bad idea tonight. I decided to take the other way home. It's a bit longer, but the store lights are brighter once I get through this alley. Besides, it's pretty nice out. There's a lot of rusty junk on this street. Oh, I'm having a time of it. My nose itches so bad. Did someone just dump their crappy old bike here? Rude. How long has that been there? It looks like it's been around for years, but I don't remember seeing a messed up bike like that yesterday. I should be more observant. Graves should complain about it to someone. Doesn't make the walk to the cafe look that good to customers. I can't shake this creeping feeling clawing at my spine. This is a quiet neighborhood. I've never felt this. Something feels different, off, eerie. Hadn't been getting that much sleep lately. I could be imagining it. I don't know. All I know is I want to be home. There's one other person on the street. Doesn't look like he's going anywhere. What is he doing? This is a weird place to loiter. Is he lost? I should offer him directions as I get closer. He whips his head up and stares me down with an intense gravity, threatening to root me in place and allow the chill in my spine to sink in its claws. I sever eye contact and hurry on my way. Never mind, I shouldn't talk to him at all. Maybe I should have crossed the street to avoid this, because I seem to have his attention now. Out of the corner of my eye when I pass, I see his head move to follow me. I walk faster. Okay, maybe I'm exaggerating, making things up, but I'm not about to stay and find out what his deal is. Yikes. I feel like he's still watching me, but I'm not gonna look back to find out. I walk even faster. Yikes. Maybe I'm making a mountain out of a molehill here, but that was creepy. I'm going to stick to the back streets after all. I better go take care of Mochi before he jumps out the window and attacks me for food. I head upstairs and the rest of the night is pretty quiet. No more weirdos on the street, just a four-legged weirdo that lives in my apartment. But as it turns out, if I'd stuck around, I would have seen the man continue on his way. I would have seen him take the back alley all the way to the cafe. I would have seen him stare into the window of the cafe for a long time and then up to the third floor. I would have seen him leave a rusty handprint on the shutters of the building across the street. But you didn't. Graves pops in and out of the cafe like a stray cat over the next couple weeks, never staying for long, and I don't know what he's doing when he's gone. The days come and go, and we settle into a routine. Everyone shows up and does their thing. I'm getting better at my job, and I'm getting better at some stuff too. Hey Mochi, check it out! Mochi opens one eye and thumps his tail once against the side of the couch. I'm almost totally sure he understands me now somehow. Ugh. When I talk to him, it's not like I'm talking to a sentient pillow anymore. He actually acknowledges what I say and responds. It's not that weird to talk to your pets anyway, right? I mean, it's not like he's literally talking back to me. That would be weird. I set 2 cola cans next to each other and take a step back. Are you watching? You better be watching. Mwah. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I concentrate and... The cola cans flutter apart into long ribbons like potato peels that collapse on each other and form a jumbled mess of aluminum. There's some soft crunching while the ball of soda can wobbles around a bit. Shapes begin to emerge from the ball of the aluminum ribbons. Arms, legs, ears, then before you know it, ta-da! A soda can sculpture of a cat. It's you! Mochi makes a little huffing noise and closes his eyes. I set the cat sculpture aside with all the others. What? You don't think it looks like you? You're the worst audience. I'm gonna show this to the guys at the cafe. They'll appreciate it. I think I'm comfortable enough with my magic, I might as well call it, to bring it up to everybody. I can demonstrate it now, after all, so it's not like they have reason to not believe me. Real problem now is figuring out how the heck to bring it up. I'm going to mull this one over a bit, but I suppose a day or two more of planning won't hurt. Should start getting ready for work. I had a couple days off, but I'm still going in to hang out with everyone almost every day. What can I say? I really like everyone there. Some more than others. Okay, one especially more than others, but whatever. But again, first things first, we'll worry about the cat situation, then I'll worry about the cute coworker situation. I grab my keys, smush my face into Mochi's to say goodbye, he hates it, and then head on my way. This poor man. I haven't seen any trace of that creepy guy since I saw him a while back, so I've started trying to go the other route from work when I need a change from scenery. It's not a great change, to be honest. There's still a lot of rusty junk lining the road, and it feels like I've seen more every time I come down this way. Feels so deliberately placed that there's no way it isn't here on purpose. There's a stack of old car parts that almost looks like a tower if you look at it the right way. It's almost artful. Though today there's a different addition to the walkway. Graves? He's right there, very much human, standing over the rusty, decrepit bike. He's so lost in thought, I wonder if he even notices I'm here. Graves? What's up? Oh, Avery. Just, assessing the litter around the cafe. Yeah, it looks like someone's been using this walkway as a trash dump. So they have. Do you think it's one of the shop owners around here? I know the culprit. True matter is to properly deal with its disposal. That's not our job. If you know who it is, make them do it. Regretfully, I do not believe we can stop him. He looks so serious. I mean, I can't blame him. This is an eyesore and it's probably hurting business. What a jerk. Who is it? Nobody you know. Don't worry about it. Well, I guess if he's not going to stop, we should start cleaning it up. I'll help carry some of it. I roll up my hoodie sleeves and reach out to grab the rusty bike hand. Graves' hand. His fingers coiled tightly around my wrist so quickly I didn't see him move. Don't touch it. His eyes hold an intense, stern glow as his stare bores into me. For just a moment, I feel that chill claw up my spine again. Oh, okay. Sorry. Forgive me. It's too dangerous to do this without the correct procedure. You haven't learned enough yet. This is a lot more complicated than just picking up trash, huh? Please, don't worry about it. I can't help wondering if this is related to some of the other weird things I've seen around here, you know? I'd rather you just focus on the cafe and leave this to me. Please don't worry about it. You're so opaque, I seriously don't get you at all. I've been hearing that since before I could speak. I'm used to it by now. I wish you'd just tell me straight up what's going on. Consider it a management problem. How's the job treating you? You do enjoy it here, yes? Well, maybe if I had a boss that told the truth, it'd be easier. No need to be contentious. I'm doing the best I can. I truly am sorry for the mess, Avery. I'm not the one you should be apologizing to. Talk to the rest of the staff about that. Best case scenario, this will be dealt with soon, and we can all forget about it. And if the best case doesn't happen, then we'll have a new bridge to cross. Well, you best head in. Wouldn't want to be late, after all. You gonna write me up for something if I am? I don't think I'd need to after Finley got through with you for making her open by herself. Shoot, you're right. Well, later. Till then, there isn't much time until we open, so I hurry off to the cafe. Aw, there you are. I'm starting to get worried. Sorry, I got sidetracked on the way here. I ran into Graves. I guess talking to the boss counts as work. No, it doesn't. Graves couldn't keep hold of a topic if it was stapled to his hand. We hurriedly get to work and finishing pre-opening setup. Though it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter because it's a slow morning. First person to come through the front door isn't even a customer, it's Graves. Fancy meeting you here! You want some coffee? The usual? Not right now, thank you. Please pay me no mind, I'll be in and out today, maintenance work. Finally. The sink in the kitchen has been backing up something fierce lately. Not that kind of maintenance, my friend. Security improvements. He blows through the building and walks past and disappears through the back door as quickly as he arrived. Reese watches him go and takes a few wavering steps towards the door before deciding against it. I guess Reese can't outboss the boss. Security improvements, huh? What the heck is that supposed to mean? That was weird. Well, back to work, huh? Yeah. It's hard to focus on work when I can see Graves pacing back and forth in front of the big glass storefront. Luckily, it's a slow day, so I can excuse myself every so often to peek in on him. I think I just saw him bury something under a loose tile. At one point, I dipped my head out to see what he's doing, but he's just standing there, staring at a wall, tracing a picture on it with his finger. I'm sure he's doing it to look busy, but I catch a glimpse of something, like light reflected off a piece of metal on the wall itself. It flashes for a moment, and then it's gone. Maybe I'm seeing things. Maybe he's doing something to the building. Something arcane, I guess. But even if he is, why? Why is he suddenly so concerned with security? Is he settling like a magic anti-theft alarm or something? Or is something more sinister? Can't help but think of his weird behavior this morning and focus on the rust piles. Something must be coming. Something as serious as the cat curse. If he's going to leave us in the dark, I gotta do something. It's time to finally talk to someone about magic, the book, the curse, everything. Hey, Finley. Yeah, we're on the Finley route for sure. Look at us. Sup, Avery? After work, can I talk to you about something? It's really important and it'll only take a minute. Sure. Why does she seem surprised by that? Her cheeks look pink. I guess from surprise? I hope I didn't worry her. Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. It's just something I've been thinking about for a while, and, why don't you just tell me now, sweetie? She places her hand on my shoulder and gives it a squeeze. What was I gonna say? Oh, yeah. It's about the curse. It'll take a while to explain, but I think I figured some of it out. Oh, wow, okay, sure. The curse, of course. Yeah, is that okay? Yeah. I'll clean up and then we can meet in the basement. Thanks a lot. I'm dying to tell Finley more about this. Finley so thought we were gonna, like, ask her out, and then we're out here like, yeah, so the curse. And Finley's like, ugh, okay. I mean, we could just be cats and do in gay love, but okay. It's important to me that she hears it first with all the jelly donut stuff. I think she deserves to know what's going on. Besides, I kind of feel more comfortable talking to her than anyone else. Hope she doesn't get upset. Never seen her lose her temper, but I don't think I could bear having Finley mad at me. But she did seem just a bit disappointed right now. Must be my imagination. Yeah, I'm imagining things. I'd better just get back to work. The rest of the day feels like a week, but we get there eventually. I notice Finley sneaking peeks at me the whole time, judging by the looks from everyone else they notice too. The creepy basement, TM, seems like the best place to do this without the other snooping. I mean, it's not that I don't want them to know sooner or later, but you know, I still don't really like this place. It's chilly on top of everything else. Avery? You down here? My heart jumps. Oh, yeah. There she is, right in front of me. Standing really, really close. I'm staring back into Finley's expectant gaze. This is a little daunting. Okay, so, Okay, so there isn't a way to say this without it sounding weird, so I've been studying magic. And listen, you can't really get put off on that when you've accepted the curse as a basic thing. But I found a magic book down here, and I started reading it, and I've been learning a lot, but I can show you. I can do, Finley, could you grab me a soda can? An empty one? Oh, yeah, sure. She slips back upstairs, and a few minutes pass, and then a few more. Catch. Clunk. Or whatever word you describe the sound an empty soda can makes when it's thrown down a flight of stairs. You were supposed to catch it? You'll have to give me more reaction time. I don't think that would have made a difference. Sorry that took a while. Couldn't find an empty can, so I took one and chugged it. Based. She was just like, fuck yeah. She was that Vine where it's like, do you think you can... Not Vine, it's a TikTok. Do you think you can chug a can of sparkling water without burping? And then she, like, clunks her head, gets a concussion. That's why she spent so long up there. I brought you one, too. She hands me a full can of cold cola. Oh, thanks. I can do it with one, though. Alright, here we go. I focus my attention on the can. It's just like I practiced. I've never had a non-cat audience for my magic before. Maybe I should ask Finley to transform? The can wobbles. It pitches to the side and unpeels like an orange skin. Holy crap! Ah! I can't keep my focus. The peel flops to the ground and scrapes the cement. You were doing that? Yeah, but I messed up. Gotta try again. Okay. I'll be quiet this time. I unfocus my eyes again and get to work. Spikes, petals, and twirls come out of the aluminum. I lean down and pick up the soda can rosette I've made. Ta-da! You're a wizard, Avery. I hand it to Finley. She considers it appreciatively, then clips the flower to her shirt. I think the correct term is witch, at least according to the book it is. Sounds like witches are everywhere if you look hard enough. It was definitely the one who cursed you guys. If witches are real, then Graves is doing a real bad job throwing people off his trail. She gestures to the standee looming behind her. A witch on a broomstick? Really, Graves? Does he think he's hiding in plain sight? So do you think he's the one that put the curse on us? I did at first, but now, I don't know. He could be a bystander. Either way, he isn't going to help us, so we have to do it ourselves. So are you going to teach me how to do that? I'll do my best. But we shouldn't do it here. Graves might catch us. I don't want to risk it if he's actually the one behind this. Ooh, your place or mine? I have the book at my place, so wanna come over? Wow, you're so forward. What? No, that's not what I meant. I'm just teasing you, dumbo. Can we order dinner? Yeah, I know this great place, Pizza Lloyd's. Have you tried it? You and pizza, you're such a stereotypical nerd. I'm not a nerd. Uh-huh. I'm not. Yup. Come on, let's go. She takes my hand and leads me upstairs. We hold hands until we reach the property perimeter. Alright, don't look. I step forward, keeping my eyes facing ahead the whole while. A moment later, a calico cat sits next to me. She looks like she's expecting something. Be a lot faster if you carry me, you know? My legs are kinda stumpy. Oh, you're right. I haven't actually, held any of my coworker cats. Feels like a big invasion of privacy. Like, that's the kind of thing you only do after getting to know someone, right? Oh my god. Yeah. First base is holding your, potential love interest as they turn into a cat. But hey, she asked. I scoop her up in my arms. It feels, well, it doesn't feel any different than holding any other cat, to be honest. Feel like royalty right now. Onward, my foot soldier. Yes, Highness. Gay people. Once we arrive, I set Finley in my favorite spot on the couch. Welcome to my humble abode. This is... Well, okay, I'll be real. It isn't any messier than my place. Oh, thank goodness. I was worried about you judging me. You could use some more exciting decor. The flowers feel, well, not you at all. It's my aunt's. I'm house-sitting for her while she's abroad. That's sweet of her to let you crash. Hope she won't mind a cat. Nah, I came here with one. You should meet him. Wait. I thought Mochi was the aunt's cat. I guess I forgot that Mochi was actually Avery's, huh? Sometimes I don't know things. Mochi, we have a visitor. Mochi keeps low and slow, ears back and tail waving. Oh, he doesn't like this at all, does he? He waddles his way over the couch and saunters directly in her face. Hey, buddy. Mochi sniffs her nose, then jumps in what I assume is the cat version of surprise. He backs off, tail thumping wildly, and stares through tiny pupils. I think he can tell you're not a real cat. Yeah, real cats can tell. They get used to it pretty quickly. I sit between them in case Mochi does something stupid. If you want to take photos of me and Mochi, I'll put it on the blog tomorrow. What, really? Yeah, we'll make him famous. You ready to be a superstar, Mochi? Ready to have your name up in memes? You're never ready to be a meme, trust me. Come on, Mochi. You can get internet famous and I'll sell shirts with your face on them. I scoot off the couch and pull my phone out of my pocket. Finley leans closer to Mochi, who regards her with suspicion. Stay still and look at the camera, sweetheart. For me? Surprisingly, he does, so he isn't happy about it. Snap a couple of shots of jelly donut leaning on grumpy old Mochi. The internet will be all about these. Great. Send them to me? I'll give you my number. Oh, sure. She recites her number. I save it in my phone and send the pictures. You don't have it with you, right? I don't know where you'd keep it. It's at the cafe today, but sometimes I do. It just kind of disappears like all my other stuff. I don't get messages until I turn back. It's magically back in my pocket with all my notifications. Man, magic is weird. Speaking of, I think you got some teaching to do. Oh yeah, let's order food and we can get started. Cats can eat pizza, right? I'm not a cat. I just play one on the internet. Yeah, okay, one sec. Order the pizza. While we wait for it, Finley picks through my game collection. Oh, I love this one. I played it in high school. She nudges a jewel case off the TV stand, clatters to the floor, face down. Oops, I forgot I don't have opposable thumbs. Yeah, that's one of my favorites. It came out my freshman year and I replayed it like once a year every since. You should bring the system to the cafe sometime. We could have a tournament. Is there even a TV there? Graves has one. We could set it up there. That sounds fun. Does anyone else at the cafe even play games? They're just foot soldiers. Mere fodder before we clash in battle. Ruthless. We chat until the pizza arrives. You're gonna love this. I set a plate, one of the nice floral ones for Finley. I grab mine directly from the box. Oh, that's so cute. She put a plate out for Finley. Oh my gosh. Bon appetit. Oh, do you have any hot sauce? There might be some. I rooted around the fridge. There's probably a whole bunch of expired stuff, but Tabasco's still good at least. Here we go. Ah, great. Can you, put some on the pizza for me? Opposable thumbs, you know? You got it. Tell me when to stop. Shake the bottle over the slice once, twice, then pause. That's enough, right? Ah, come on. More than that. Okay. Shake, 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 shake. Wow. Still? Finley must have taste buds of steel. That's good. Thanks. Watch a cat try to eat pizza is... well, it's not pretty. I can tell she's trying, but the way she lunges for bites all hunched over the slice, not the most graceful thing I've ever seen. Oh my god, don't look. This is embarrassing. Sorry. I take my slice to the kitchen. Ugh, Mochi's eating in here. That's way worse. At least Finley understands the concept of manners. The way Mochi mashes his face in the kibble is just plain grotesque. I should make myself useful. I walk back to the living room and pick up the grimoire before I flop on the couch. Okay, so I'll go over the basics while we eat, then we can try some things out. It says here there are basic things every witch learns, usually stuff with borders and turf, blah blah. I haven't looked at that part much, but the real power of magic comes from a source that's unique to everyone. So we have to find what moves you to magic if we want to get started. What was yours? It's kind of hard to explain. I'm not really sure I can understand it, but I can sort of feel it in my gut, you know? Had all this stuff lying around, so I started to play with it, and here we are. So you based your magic on trash. Well, when you put it like that... No, I think it's cute. I just think it's really resourceful. You want me to show you how to do it? No, that's okay, thanks. I'll think of my own. We sit for a while and read the book together. Show her how the cipher works, but it's still up to me to move it along the page. Opposable thumbs. There's basic stuff we can go over together. Things like protection spells, hexes, you know, witch stuff. Just witchy things. Hashtag. Okay, let me try this one. Sounds basic. Finley places her paw on my arm. Her little nose scrunches up in concentration. That's so cute. Just seconds later, I feel a fizzy sensation in my sinuses. Ugh, soda bubbles? Ugh, ugh. That's the worst. Who would even come up with that? Someone who's really bad at coming up with revenge plots. We trade stupid tricks back and forth, giggles growing with each one until we're both doubled over laughing. Mochi's huddled on the bed, paws over his ears and his eyes squished shut. I see you trying to ignore us. He testily thumps his tail as Finley and I read and joke late into the night. Lighten up, buddy. There's a paw on my shoulder, gently batting at me. I feel little bean toes touch my face. I grumble, but the noise does nothing to deter the offender. No, Mochi, no. I roll over to face the back of the couch to shut out the insistent pawing. The couch? I slept on the couch? Oh, yikes, I'm still in my clothes from yesterday. That means... Avery, it's me. Oh, crap, did I leave you stranded? I was sleeping right there, kiddo. You were out like a light. Oh. Did we sleep like spooning or something? Does it count like this? I wrestled Mochi for the arm of the sofa. That's a comfy spot. Oh. Anyway, can I use your computer? I want to check on my comments. Sure. How are you going to use it? Can you type like that? Watch me. I scoot the laptop towards her, but I hope she doesn't leave the tabs open on something stupid. I guess not, because she doesn't react. Got one of those new ones where the keys aren't raised up. That makes it so much harder to type. She paused at the trackpad slowly but surely, opens the browser. It looks like she's scratching at it. You do this often? Yeah, I prefer to do it from work for obvious reasons, but I check my comments from home sometimes too. Graves gave me one of those old chunky keyboards. Makes it easier to type, you know? Does Graves, go to your house? Sometimes. He does for all of us. I gave him a key a while back so he can keep the place from falling apart. He stops by from time to time. Is that what he's doing during the day? Probably. He doesn't swing by when I'm home, at least. Maybe I should ask him to give you a key. I'd rather have you stop by. Of course, it'd be more fun to have you over when we're both people. Whoa, I can feel my ears getting hot. Must be bright red right now. Oh, yeah, Kat just made an innuendo at me. Her tail lazily flicks back and forth to go with that lazy smile. You're so cute, you big nerd. Ha ha ha. She goes back to checking her mail. I leave to get changed. When I come back, she's sitting stock still, studying intently something on the screen. The fur between her shoulders is raised. Is everything okay? Huh? Yeah. Fine. It's fine. You seem upset. Something happened? Just a troll. Nothing to worry about. You get trolls? Anyone who's even mildly famous on the internet has to deal with idiots and creepers. Aw, man. You post cat videos. What's there to troll about? You don't know the half of it, you sweet child. Here, let me share some. A lot of these are too mean to read, but let's see. Here's a heated debate about politics. Here's one about how ugly calicos are, but insists certain women are uglier. All from a video where Jelly Donut balances 3 donuts. Ah, here's one on my nail art tutorials. Lol, I hate that females try to man's certain faces that try to look sexy, but it doesn't work at all. I don't even know what that's supposed to mean. Yikes. I don't let it get me down. Most of them aren't like that at all. Her eyes narrow to paper-cut slits. What? Nothing. That doesn't look like nothing. It's fine. She scrabbles furiously at the touchpad, but not fast enough to keep me from seeing. The moment before she hits delete, I see, I'm coming to see you. What was that? Who was that? I don't know, some internet weirdo. Don't worry about it. Easier said than done. It's okay, Avery. Nobody ever does anything. They're just full of hot air. Sexist, racist, homophobe, transphobic, hot air. Really don't feel comforted by that. Let's talk about something else, okay? We're gonna be late for work if we sit here and debate trolls. She's right, it's getting late. What a scandal! We walk in together, me in your arms? I'm putting you down before we cross the threshold. Can't carry me as a human? You've got those scrawny little noodle arms, so I guess not. These are not noodle arms. Bet if you wrestled Mason, she'd rip your hand clean off. Okay, but is there anyone at the cafe she couldn't beat? Well, Landry, maybe. Nah, I don't think he'd win. Let's get them to face off. We'll take the bets. I like it. After some scrambling, we head out to the cafe together. It's a nice, crisp morning. We don't talk much on the way, in case bystanders overhear, but it's a comfortable silence. Jelly Donut isn't making an appearance today. Should be an uneventful shift. So why is someone standing at the entrance waiting for us to open? He's skeeving me out. Is he the one I ran into on the other night? The one that stared daggers through me? No, he's too short. Who is he, and why does he make me feel so uncomfortable? I've still got that creepy comment on my mind. It must be coloring my perception. Probably nothing. Hey, let's go around the back. Good idea. We sneak around the corner, but not without being chased by a cold stare. I set Finley down once he's out of sight. She steps over the threshold. I get a bad vibe from that guy. Hope he isn't coming in. Yeah, I know what you mean. Some people just exude creep from their pores. He's dripping it all over the place. That's gross, but yes. We sneak in through the kitchen. Mason watches us with an expression I've never seen before. Well, on her at least. Awful late, Finley. Yeah, sorry. You stayed with Avery. How'd you know? Not hard to tell. Don't tell anybody, okay? Why would I? That's my girl. Finley slaps Mason on the back and heads onto the floor. I nod to Mason awkwardly before I traipse after Finley. Mason nods back and I swear she's holding back a grin or something. Hey, yeah? You sure about going out there with that guy? What guy? The one hanging around outside. What if he's that internet weirdo? Let me take your shift. You can take it easy. Nice of you to offer, but I'll be fine. I let some commenter get me down. I might as well give up. There's always gonna be some creepers. Aw, man. Anyway, how do we even know he is? Maybe you're just jumping to conclusions. I'd rather you be safe, honestly. Look. If things get weird, I'll go upstairs, okay? I guess. Don't worry so much. She presses her finger up. She presses her finger on my nose. Boop. Come on, let's finish prep. I can't help but sneak anxious looks out the window. I don't see the creeper anymore, aw man. So maybe it was a coincidence? Might have been some dumb kid loitering. Maybe the commotion scared him off. When we open, a few people pile in, but he's not among them. Finley doesn't seem to notice, so I should calm down. I distract myself with playing with some of the cats for a while. It's good to see Ramona and Junta getting along. Maybe about an hour or so, just enough time for us to get into a routine. We see him. The creeper, aw man, creeping about, creepy as possible, slinks in behind another customer. He sits at the table near the window, hood drawn up, studying the menu like there's gonna be a quiz. Hey, Finley. I bump into her on the way back from the kitchen. That guy is here. I'll take care of his table, so you take a break, okay? You're such a peach, Avery. Always. Thanks. She pauses like she's considering something and shrugs it off and heads upstairs. I better go see what this guy wants. Have you decided on your order? No. I'll give you some more time. Yeah. I return my attention to the customers that are actually here to eat something. I check on him a few more times. Each time he mumbles something about time. Why don't you just call me when you're ready? I'm waiting for someone. Oh, sorry. Are they coming here? Sooner or later. Okay? Maybe he's just nervous. Maybe he's meeting someone for a date. Maybe this is a misunderstanding. Guess I'll go tell Finley. I'm technically not leaving floor and supervise since Reese is down there on cat detail, but down there regardless, you can keep an eye on things. Oh, there's Finley sitting at her laptop with a cup of coffee, chatting with Hayes as he cleans the pastry counter. Hey, kiddo. Hey, I think the coast is clear if you want to come back. Sure, thanks for keeping an eye out. You're my knight in shining armor. She heads downstairs, coffee and laptop momentarily abandoned. Finley told me you're looking out for her. That's, really nice of you. That's what I do. I'm a real toughie. I'll save you from weirdos if you ever need it. Do you think I'd get weirdos? I guess I did more harm than good planting the notion in his head. No, it was just a hypothetical. I'm sure you're fine. Oh, okay. No, I mean it. You're too nice for that. And Finley isn't? No, that's, you know what I mean. Sorry. No, don't apologize. Someone's voice rises to an indignant shriek. It's coming from downstairs. You think you're hot stuff, huh? Think you can manipulate men? Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, it's an incel! Run! Help, there's an incel at my cat cafe. What? Did I stutter? I'm telling you to get your ugly face off Neo Koneko. We know where you work, and if you keep using some cat to get famous, there's going to be problems. I thunder down the stairs. A few cats hear the noise and dive into their hiding places. Everyone's staring. Finley's trapped between the guy and a wall. Is he reading off a cue card? What's going on? Is there a problem? Avery, this isn't your problem. I believe it is. Avery, it's okay. I don't have to, but I'm gonna. Look, dude, if you don't leave, we're gonna have problems. Oh, so now you're threatening me. You wanna fight right here in the middle of this cafe? This is what guys like me have to deal with? I show up to express my concern and she sticks her white knight on me? Is this what women are really like? His fucking incel! Oh my god. I forgot he's a fucking incel. I don't remember any of this. I don't want to hear that from you. You started this. I started what? You're the one manipulating guys to get what you want, and I'm gonna stop it. His voice rises with every retort. The longer we talk back, the more he digs in his heels. I have a feeling this will only get worse. You're going to have to leave. Because I have an opinion? You can't censor me like that. Ugh, what should I do? Maybe I can intimidate him. I stare him dead in the eyes and I roll up my sleeves. Oh my god. Finley, you have been... Finley's right, we have noodle arms. We can't threaten him like this. What, I hit a nerve? The second you hear stuff you don't like, you get violent? Typical. If you keep threatening me, maybe I'll hit more than nerves. This is going to be a fight? Finley's clenching her fist hard enough that her fingers are turning pale. She's gonna deck this guy. Leave Avery out of this. Get out of here. I've never heard her so angry. Her voice is low, like an angry cat's growling. Wait until I write about how you threatened me. I'll make sure everyone sees it. Hand settles on his shoulders. Its fingers splay out slow, deliberately digging in. Get out. Oh, it's Mason, thank goodness. Who the hell are you? Security. Get out. Or I make you. She gives him something I've never seen Mason give anyone. A smile. A twisted, crooked, malicious smile. Do it. Tell him about the hell beast out of Cat's Paw. Love to hear what they say. Come see me too and tell me to my face. Got a special greeting for all of you. You're all horrible. Then get out. I'm going. Get your hands off me. Mason nudges him and he rushes out the door as if chased. You two. Kitchen. Finley is silent, biting her lip, her eyes smoldering. I nod and march into the back. Hayes, Reese, cover the floor. Right. Mason stands between us like a referee. Finley refuses to look up from her phone. Her thumb furiously flies across the screen as she types. So that really was him. Who knows? Could have been that guy, could have been one of the other creeps who harassed me. Hell, maybe they'll all come out now. Is being internet famous really worth getting treated like this? Maybe you shouldn't make videos anymore. Why shouldn't I? They don't have the right to judge me for what I do, so why should I stop? I'm just trying to help. I don't need help. I can handle myself, thank you very much. And what would you do if you were all alone and that guy came up? You could have gotten hurt. I'm a grown-ass woman, Avery. I can handle myself, and I don't need anyone telling me what I should do. This is ridiculous. You're being stubborn. You're being condescending. Cut it out. Cool down. Finley, take a break upstairs. Yeah, fine. Avery, Sit. Oh, okay. Finley storms upstairs to Graves' apartment. I can hear the door slam from here. Sit on a stool in the kitchen and fiddle with my hands. Is Mason gonna lecture me? I don't need that. Mason doesn't say anything. She just goes back to work. This is almost worse than if she laid into me. Is this the silent treatment? I should get back to work. No? Sit. Am I in timeout? She shoves a mug into my hands. It's tea. Just drink it. She scoops another mug off the table, then disappears upstairs. I draw in slow breaths of the tea's flowery scent, but it doesn't settle the anxiety lurching in my gut. Okay, Avery. Breathe. Drink your tea. Calm down. But the look on Finley's face, the look on that creepy jerk's face. They keep popping up. A lot happened in so little time. How many times did I screw up during that flurry of panic? Mason returns empty-handed. She goes back to work. The rhythmic sound of a knife hitting a cutting board is soothing. Neither of us talk. When I start again, it's more to myself than anything. I did the best I could. I just wanted to protect her. Is that your job? Oh, she answered. She and Finley are pretty close, so I guess it makes sense that she's getting involved. Well, no. Big difference between protecting and acting like a parent. I don't get it. That's a start. I don't get that either. Look, just cool off, then go talk to her. Okay. Take this to table 7. Hi, I'm suffering. I think there's some people here, so I might have to end stream even though I planned on doing the entire fucking route. I hate it here. Maybe I'll just keep going until they try and bother me. Maybe that's what'll happen. If they bring out power tools and start doing shit, though, I am definitely ending stream, cause fuck that. Hate it here. She dumps a tray in my hands. Oh, so now I can go back to work? Break's over. Thank you, Mason, for making sure I don't lose my girlfriend before I got one. Things have quieted down. Most of the customers who were here for the incident have left, but I still feel stairs crawling up my back. Hayes and I cover the floor until Landry gets in. Hayes frequently, timidly glances towards me, the door, sometimes both. He pulls Landry aside and whispers something, telling him about the confrontation, no doubt. After that, I notice Landry keeping a sharp vigilance towards the door, too. Then his vigilance starts to creep onto me. Something on your mind? Hey, Avery, you seen Finley since this went down? I hope she's okay. No, I haven't. I know Mason went to check on her, but that's good. How are you? You okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Probably should have punched the guy. Glad you didn't. If he comes back, you leave him to me or Mason. Your job right now is to talk to Finley. Do you want to go and see if she wants to? Nah, I'll just go up. Thanks, though. Remember, none of us will let anything happen to you or Finley. We're all family. Thanks. I head upstairs. Hey, Finley? No answer. I don't even see her. Approach and oh, there she is, huddled in a little ball, fast asleep. Sun is setting. Rays fall directly on the couch right across Finley's sleeping face. I reach out without thinking to brush her hair away from her face. Hope she hasn't been too upset. Before I can make contact, one eye stares back at me. Hey. Hey. You fell asleep? Yeah, had to rage nap it out. I'm really sorry I talked to you like that. I didn't mean for it to come out that way. I'm just really worried. No, I know you're trying to look out for me. I'm just sick of being told what to do about what I like. I understand. I would too. I didn't mean to do that. Just really, what happens if that guy comes back? Or another one? Maybe you're right. Maybe I should get out of the public eye if this is what I get for it. I mean, if you think that'd be safer, but maybe I'm too stubborn. When I was a kid, I wasn't really good at anything. My grades weren't great, I sucked at sports, I didn't have a lot of friends, I tried for theater, I always got the ensemble parts, never even a speaking role. I know it sounds silly, but this jelly donut thing was an opportunity. I threw it out there. It got really popular, and that made me feel great. This is the first time I've found something that made me stand out. But I didn't think about not all attention is good attention, you know? Is this the kind of attention I'm gonna get? No, I don't think so. Until now, everyone's been really happy to see Jelly Donut. And they're happy to see Finley. The other day, a customer asked about your makeup videos. And even if it was, I know you're more than that. If I gave up, would they move on? If not me, would it be someone else? I don't like dealing with this, but I don't want to give them what they want either. I'd rather keep doing what I want to do. If that's what you want, then you won't be alone. You've got Mason and Landry and me. You're right. I do. I feel her arm touch mine. I can also feel my face heat up. I'll be your bodyguard. I'll chase off anyone that tries to give you trouble. Oh, really? She gives a gentle, low little laugh. Why does that make my heart skip? I'd get someone more intimidating for that. Oh, yeah, you're probably right. I had something different in mind for you. Yeah? Yeah. Fuck yeah, let's go, let's go. Gay people, gay people, gay people. She places her hand under my chin and tilts my head forward. I manage to get my senses together with just enough time to close my eyes before our lips touch. It's quick, but even after she pulls away, I can still feel the sensation. I feel my pulse rushing through my body. I lean forward to give her one quick peck to return the favor. Did that help? Am I helping? She laughs and turns away, tucking her hair behind her ear. Tips of her ears are tinged pink, and that's unbelievably cute. She's just as flustered as I am. Thank goodness. Yeah, it did. But I also have a favor to ask. I have an idea. Can I come over again tonight? Oh, sure. Yeah, okay. Although won't you be a cat? I mean to study magic, dummy. I want to practice with the grimoire. Yeah, of course. This time, let's get a Hawaiian pizza. Can we please get something else? Oh, yeah, sure. Wow, fucking Hawaiian pizza hater. Can't believe it. Can't believe we're dating. Imagine. Landry's really apologetic that he can't escort us. Mason's pretty worked up about it too. She even stays late to see us off. I carry Finley, Jelly Donut, home. We move a little faster in case that guy decided to stick around. It's a pity Graves isn't around. He could have walked with us. Yeah, I haven't seen him in a while. Hope he's okay. I'm sure he's fine. You think he's lost or something? I don't know. While I was in his apartment, it looked messier than usual. There's dust on the shelves. He never leaves dust. You think maybe he ran off? If he did, he would have taken Dracula, but she's still here, and she seems lonely. That's sad. That's a sad old cat. Oh, God. Not a sad old cat. You can't do that to me, legally. I mean, she's being fed, but he usually spends more time at home, that's all. Yeah, I guess so. Finley nestles inside my zipped hoodie, both for privacy and for warmth. Looks like I'm smuggling a pillow, but whatever. This is gonna sound really corny, but I can feel your heartbeat right now. It's kinda nice. She curls up and rests her head against my chest. Oh, that's cute. That's so cute. Don't get fresh. Oh my god, I'm not your weirdo. It's comforting. We ordered Thai from that one place. Turns out, watching a cat eat pad ki mao isn't any more graceful than watching one eat pizza. Is that too spicy? Not for me, it isn't. They never make it spicy enough. Can I try? You like that kind of thing? Well, I don't know. I'm curious. Well, okay. Try it. I'll just try a noodle and that delicious looking pepper. It's pretty good. It's holy crap. My mouth is on fire. I chug my water. It does nothing. There's gotta be something in the kitchen. Milk, soda, anything. Oh my god, is that too much for you? You baby. It feels like I tried to put a campfire in my mouth. How can you even deal? Are your taste buds dead? No, of course not. I've built a tolerance for the fine nuances of flavor. My body is too weak. No. So grateful for my boring mild pad thai. Alright, let's get cracking. You have that book handy? Right here. Can I, She won't look me in the eye. Her tail twitches wildly. Oh no, is something wrong? Yeah, you okay? Yeah, can I stay on your lap while we read? Oh, yeah, okay, sure. Easier for me to read that way, you know? Yeah, huh. Yeah, and sheepishly, Finley crawls into my lap. I feel her back leaning against my stomach. It's, well, I can think of a way this could be nicer, to be honest. Mochi looks on in disdain, then disappears into his cat bed. Hey, buddy, you never even try to sit on my lap. You can't just get jealous now. Okay, you still have the page bookmarked where we left off, right? Sure do. So we study together. Feels like no time has passed, so why are my eyelids drooping? Then I look at the clock. Holy crap, it's like 3 a.m. We have work tomorrow. It's cool if you want to sleep, but I'll be up for a little bit longer. I have an idea. Oh yeah? It's hard to articulate. I just have like a gut feeling. I don't want to tell you in case it doesn't work. Oh, same thing happened to me. Huh? Been staying up all night? Reading arcane tomes and weaving your dark magic? Oh, yeah. All part of the package. Move on to human sacrifices next. The yawn is too powerful to stop. Yeah, I'm crushing hard. Sleep in my room when you can stay up. Sounds good. Night, sweetie. Oh, you too, night, cutie. Don't stay up too late. Okay. So cute. That woke me up. She's called me sweetie before, but now it feels a little more personal, you know? I like it. Swaddle myself in blankets and try to calm back down. Drift off quickly, lulled by a faint murmur from the living room. I think that's where we end for today. We'll finish the rest of Finley's route, and then maybe we could do Mason's route and then Graves if we want to keep playing. Unsure, but yeah. Definitely done for today. See you tomorrow, or later today, or sometime. But 3 hours is pretty darn good for just reading a visual novel and having no chat interaction because literally no one was in chat. But we are vibing. Ooh, maybe I could pull someone in to do voices. That'd be funny. If I pulled in a friend to do voices. But yeah. Bye bye.